You should be good in about 5.
What?
Hello.
So about that foot fungus of yours.
Yes.
Oh, you got it too?
Yeah. I think it's spreading on the internet. It's
Wow.
internet virus. Or internet fungus. Anyway, welcome to Reigns of Misrule. Our ongoing Sunday campaign. Once again, our soundtrack that you'll be hearing is brought to you by Sirenscape. Again, it's about $15 for the entire fantasy section. They also have a sci-fi, I believe, or futuristic, or modernish. I'm not sure what the cutoff is. If you're more for those kind of games, it's pretty good. We've been enjoying it. Had some really good special effects so far. Some good work, but you can't have 100% misses or hits. And the link to this is somewhere.
I think it's usually above Scotty's head.
It's above my head,
above Patience's head, wherever that is on our layout. Pardon me. Let's see. Any other pre-game announcements? Obviously, we don't have our guest character this week. Not sure when she might come back to join us, but always welcome. Same with others.
Wasn't she going to go off and try and find her family?
Yeah, I think that was.
Yeah, in story.
Yeah.
But, out of story, she knows where her family is. I think lives with them.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, she could go find herself. We all should find ourselves. Yeah. So if there's nothing else, we can get to the game. We left off with you had just my memory.
We had just left the sewers after we had just left that woman's basement after fighting a gazer. And we were discussing maybe going into the sewers to see if there are more of them. I think we sent somebody to go tell Three Strings that we went and told the woman that her house was safe. We have yet to tell the Harpers that we did the job. And then we were going to mention to the Black Staff that, hey, these things are possibly an invasive species. But at least Anna was like, we should investigate to see if that's actually like a thing or if we're just assuming.
All right. So, as you guys are saying that, the cleric's like, I'll go tell people. And she walks off.
Okay.
Just spread the message to the 2 people you need.
And
she rides off into the sunset, even though it's morning.
Yeah.
It's like, you're going the wrong way.
And just turns around. Oh shit, she doesn't know where fucking anything is in this town.
That's why she's lost for like 20 days.
Yeah. That's why we don't see her again for a long time.
Oh no.
She just got lost looking for Slut Street. Which fun fact.
Doesn't exist anymore. Right.
If you look at the old maps from 2E, there is a street called Slut Street, but they changed the name in 5th edition because they're cowards.
Do we want to name the little tidbit we learned about the word slut and how it used to not mean what it means today?
Oh, yeah!
Apparently it originated to mean untidy.
Unkempt. Yeah, unkempt or untidy.
And apparently it, in certain parts of England, was it?
Yeah.
It also used to mean like a domestic or a maid.
Yeah. And it's like, they're even trash bins are sometimes called like
slut holes. Yeah.
It's like, really? So apparently it does have a non-sexual meaning.
Yeah. Language is amazing and weird.
Still very derogatory, but yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to actually, now we're allowed to throw links into the chat on Twitch, right, Scotty?
Yep. You should be able to.
I'm gonna throw a link.
What else can you throw in Twitch, Scotty?
I'm gonna put a link to that in the chat, to that video.
Okay. You can also throw bits, and I'm not sure if Kevin is allowing that mechanic or not.
Oh yeah.
Well, you can throw them. Doesn't mean I'm going to give you anything.
Okay, there you go, folks.
I have to decide what I want because they can change the nature of the game.
A crit can change a lot of things.
Especially considering we haven't really had combat at the moment. So it'd be like, here's some money to do a crit.
Yeah, like
3 sessions later.
Knowing my luck, it'd be like, we do that, and they'd give it to one of you guys, and like I'm next in combat, and I'm just like smacking my staff on the floor because I again didn't get to fight anything.
I understand not putting it in your game. I just like to have. I think it's a cool way to having the viewers participate.
I might do viewers. What are those?
Yeah, I know, right? Apparently, I have them. So I mean.
Yeah, if we I'll think about it. So next week we can actually have something more tangible, because
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I'm not all up into this Twitch stuff. I'm not a Twitcher.
Yeah, he's an old man.
All right, so
Twitcher on your social medias and your twatters, so you twats.
Not sponsored, but go.
Hey, what? What's the Pepsi? What the fuck?
I got an addiction.
Well, the Pepsi is gone because Coke was on sale.
Well, back on focus on the important things.
Whoever wants it.
Patience goes to the ice cream place and gets coffee for the morning.
Ah, good lad.
Wait, did we go home? I thought we were still in this woman's house. We were discussing going into the sewers.
Apparently, you're like, we should go in the sewers. There could be more.
And Patience is like, but ice cream and coffee, and just fucking nopes out.
I mean,
like, sewers.
I know I would feel better about having to go down into the sewers if I had a nice fresh cup of coffee.
We could do that. How about we do that? We'll go get ice cream, and we'll also stop by and let Three Strings know what we saw. And then we'll go get ice cream, and then we'll go investigate the sewers.
Why are we investigating the sewers again?
Because
there's been too many gazers.
Because when we were in the sewers a couple of days ago, we ran into that gazer thing. And then today we found one coming in through the walls in this woman's basement. So, like, is it coincidence, or are they breeding and like becoming an invasive species?
Okay, but at least it's not your guys' job to investigate things.
Well, it kind of is.
But
the Blackstaff and the Harpers, like, we have kind of a vested interest in magical flying pests that might murder people.
And the city patrol doesn't patrol the sewers anyway.
So this might actually be a job for us. Oh, we need to tell the Blackstaff about the second one too.
Well, I was going to say let's investigate and actually see if it's a problem first, because I don't want to warn her and her send like super powerful mage wizards down there.
No, she'd send us.
There'd be nothing down there.
She'd send us. We're the ones that were reporting on it.
Let's say let's at least tell the Blackstaff that we'll go, because I don't want to disappear in the sewers and no one knowing.
That's fair.
Nice.
Patience is now back, and he's like, "Hey, what? You guys are still here?"
Yeah, we're coming.
And he's got like a cup of coffee.
Just one?
You came here fast.
The hell, man?
You sure you don't know the haste spell?
You look outside. It's been like 14 hours. No, I'm joking.
I think Patience can cast haste as like a once a day kind of thing, like a racial bonus almost.
But only to get ice cream.
But only. Yeah.
Oh man, there needs to be a tiefling subrace that gets haste as one of their innate racial spells.
Sorry.
Horsey!
Is that the Harper horse?
Or I thought I heard like bongos or some kind of instrument.
Yeah, it's people passing by. So.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like probably a tinker or something with like copper pots on the side of their horse.
It really sounded like bongos for a second.
Yeah.
Patience would rock the bongos.
And pistachios! Dates and pistachios!
No, I'm good.
Pistachios? What are those?
Patience.
They're probably so expensive because they're imported.
That almost sounds like mustachio. This famous plumber I heard of.
Pistachio? Oh.
The Mustachio Brothers.
So, what are you guys doing?
I'm going to holler after the dates and pistachios. Join me next Thursday!
Patience is going to get pistachios. He was going to get coffee, but he immediately forgot.
Alright. 1 shard for a bag.
Okay. Wow, those are expensive. I
They're
wonder
probably
why.
not the best.
I wonder why.
Yeah, they got that red dye, so you know, if you know what I mean. Yeah, those kind.
Okay.
Those who don't know, the red dye was essentially to cover blemishes and stuff on pistachios back in the day.
Yeah, it took me up for forever trying to, because apparently my father really likes the taste of the red dye. But because it was only used because in transportation they would get bruised all the time, now that they've improved transit methods, they don't use it anymore. So I can't find them anywhere.
Maybe we
Could
should
you perhaps just get regular like green pistachios and like dye them red for him, and then like.
I mean, might work. I don't know.
So, all right. So you guys are.
Yeah, we're heading home.
Home.
Black stuff.
Where did we run into Three Strings? Was that at...
We saw him at this portal. Portal.
Okay, then we'll stop by the yawning portal on the way back home and let him know.
So trade words. So yawning would be first on your path. What time of day did I say it was?
I think it was like relatively morning-ish.
Yeah, it was like pretty much the first
It was a
thing we
day,
did.
definitely.
Yeah, because we woke up all hungover and everything, and then went to go follow up on that mission.
Yeah. So you get into the yawning portal. You see the normal morning crew. You know, old Parkmock in the corner never leaves. Always has beer. Sometimes people think he's dead, but he breathes, so you know he's still alive.
Good to know.
Yeah, usuals. So, guys.
Do we see Three Strings?
At this time, he might be in his room sleeping.
I guess we could sit down and have breakfast first.
The barmaid comes over, asks what you would like.
Anything with a lot of eggs. I'm
Meat.
very hungover and I need a lot of protein.
Eggs, meat, baby. So for about a silver, she can give you the protein lover special.
Whoa.
Done.
Rogh is going to discreetly cough into his hand and pointedly not say anything.
Okay. Patience just gets a glass of water because the pistachios are probably kind of salty.
Here, So they give you, the bacon, eggs, snozzberries, usual.
Oh.
Oh shit, did you say Salisbury's and I didn't even hear it in there?
He just no. He
Ongoing joke, people. Anyway,
Rogh is quietly dying in the corner.
just sausages, the usual. Rocky Mountain oysters.
Is that the next emote I'm going to have to put?
Oh god.
Hopefully
Please
not.
tell me it's just a berry.
Oh, it would just be a berry. It would say snaz on it.
Yeah. That should be your third, because everyone wants the shift spice first.
Oh, yeah.
That's the older joke.
Make it look vaguely nose-shaped, so it's a schnozberry, so you don't want to follow Roald Dahl's copywriters.
A blueberry with like this big nose, you know?
Yeah. There you
Yes.
Oh, Gonzo. From Muppet.
Terrible.
Yeah, like a gonzo nose.
So,
go. Gonzo nose. Yeah. That'll not look like a snozberry.
Yeah, totally.
So you eventually get the, heaping piles of eggs, bacon, sausage.
And
Now,
there's-
they do give you a small bowl of fruit to cleanse the arteries.
I'm looking for the toast and honey and jam and things.
yeah,
Definitely
Tana will
gotta
pass her fruit to you. She's more of a meat and potatoes kind of girl.
Oh no, I'll have a little bit of everything, but definitely looking for a little carbohydrates as well.
They bring it out.
There's nothing like a good fresh slice of thick bread and some butter and honey.
I guess they also have the beans, kind of like that English breakfast.
Oh, staying far away from those.
Patience is like, well, seems like you like your bread extra thick then.
Yeah, I like it thick. But yeah, no, he's gonna stay far away from the beans lest he fail a stealth check later.
If anybody here looks like they're open to chatting, I'm just gonna ask if anybody's seen anything interesting or just looking for rumors.
You see this one lady in the corner who's super chipper and happy and just excited, like, such a wonderful day. We're going to start off and going to do all the stuff. You know, that morning person that most people are like,
Oh my god.
Especially because it's the yawning portal, so I am assuming like 90% of the people in this room are still hungover.
I was gonna say right now,
Myself
it's
included.
Everybody's sitting there just like,
Mm-hmm.
I think Patience would be a morning person, so he's probably equally overly chipper.
I imagine there's probably like that intersection for this place of like the Waffle House where it doesn't matter what time of day it is. There's always somebody getting off of work.
Yeah.
Patience
Or like
is-
half the people in here never left, and the other half are coming in for breakfast.
There's that one guy that always he's grown into the stool, and then you look twice and you realize he's actually a furbolg.
Yeah, because like they don't. I can't imagine they really have a last call here.
No, they just have call.
All hours.
you don't have to go home, but you can't sleep here. Unless you pay money for a room.
Yeah, you don't have to go home, but you can't sleep in the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Patience is like a kid where it's just like running up the walls constantly and then just suddenly goes to sleep. And then when he wakes up, it's the exact same energy as one before.
But he doesn't wake up in the same place as he went to bed.
No.
Oh God! I just imagine the horrors of Patience sleepwalking.
Oh God! Now that he
so
has
quickly.
Warlock abilities, yeah, that'd be pretty scary.
Oh my god!
Sleepwalks into a different dimension.
I just hope he's not having like nocturnal Eldritch blasts.
Whoa! I hope not.
So you
We're getting weird this morning.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
your lady's excited because she just loves her job. Dung sweeper loves it.
Good for
I
her.
mean,
She's-
respect. It's a very vital job.
You're all very glad that they do it.
Considering she probably sees a lot around town, I was going to ask if she'd heard any kind of rumors or any kind of interesting chatter.
Well, there's a new restaurant bar up in Northward that opened or reopened.
Yeah,
That's
that's actually ours.
Oh, cool. What is it?
I don't know the name. It keeps changing.
No, it's the
It's the plucky poltergeist.
yeah, that.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't think we've had the sign made yet, though.
Oh,
I
hey.
think didn't we have the guy in to have a look at it? So it's being worked on right now.
It's
Yeah,
been
we
worked
just
on.
haven't actually received it yet.
Right.
Yeah, the carpentry and all that stuff. Essentially, everything will be done in 4 days.
Okay.
What about Patience's brother doing the troll skull thing?
That's
yeah,
been
that's been done. We had that
Okay.
mounted. I think like 2 sessions. One.
Oh
session?
shit. Okay.
Yeah,
I was trying to remember if we did that or not.
Yeah.
they did deliver it. We were doing a lot of talking and RPing, so I probably slipped by without
That's fair. Yeah.
everyone hearing it.
Patience does the usual and goes up to Durnan and asks if he can go down into the well.
Burns like,
One of these days, you're gonna annoy him into just saying yes, so he can get rid of you.
And then he does this normal thing at the yawning portal where he just aren't like elbows on the edge of the well, just looking down, just sighing, wishing he could go down there.
Jesus.
You can't see the bottom, can you?
Nope. Actually, maybe. I don't know.
no.
Tieflings have dark vision. I think it's like 100 some feet down or something.
Yeah, I don't think you can
Yeah, I
see.
think it's
quite to the
outside.
bottom.
If you were like a drow or had enhanced dark vision, you might be able to.
Yeah, I do not have devil's sight, so now I can't.
You're 60 feet then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking up a guild real quick. And I can't find it. I think
Okay.
Okay,
Is the
yesterday was
round-
High Harvest Tide, so today is the first day of Marpanoth.
Oh,
So
imagine-
everything should be done by the 5th.
5th, yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
And
so we're
tomorrow,
post.
Violet's supposed to meet with her sister.
So we're post High Harvest Tide.
Yes.
Yeah,
How
this
much-
is the day after.
How much leftover food do you think there is?
There's a bit, especially at your inn. I mean, you guys woke up and just kind of walked out, but there was leftover stuff. You know, everyone always takes home leftovers.
Yeah.
The mage Tupperware created devices to help store that.
Perfect.
Tupper the where?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to be a werewolf, but he got cured.
You got better?
Yeah, he got it better. Fleas were a bitch, though.
Oh god.
A werewolf wizard would be kind of cool. Anyway.
You run out of spells, you just hulk out.
Yeah. Be awesome.
I'm out of spells.
Could you maintain concentration if you turn into a werewolf? I think so. I don't think there's anything in the actual stat block that says you can't.
Mechanically, you can't.
Fluff
Or
one,
mechanically, you
very
can
hard to-
concentrate, but
I think it'd be very hard to concentrate during a transformation like that.
Might
Seems
also
like-
be a difference between afflicted versus natural.
Natural. Well, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Can you access your normal class abilities?
Mhm.
Or are you just a... Step
I
up
would
werewolf.
say yes, because like I feel like it doesn't actually change your class role; it just changes your species.
well, think about a were-rat. They still use daggers and stuff, and they can sneak.
That's true.
So, you guys.
Yeah, we're having this conversation in the middle of breakfast.
We're
mean,
like,
why
do
not?
you think werewolves can hold daggers?
They'd have to be specially formed for their hands.
Oh, imagine being a werewolf with a great sword. How cool would that be?
I
That
mean,
would be
at the same time,
terrifying.
werewolves have teeth and claws.
Yeah, but have you ever been hit by a greatsword? That shit hurts.
No, thankfully.
Durden
well,
just
you're
looks
lucky.
at his great sword.
Just
That's
pets
all.
it while staring at patients.
He's got huge sideburns, right? Doesn't he? In the 5th edition version?
Right, let me get a picture of
'Cause
it.
I know in the old version he was just like stereotypical human guy with like long hair or something.
So, is Three Strings around this morning?
After about an hour, he comes down. Got like a couple ladies around him.
Of course, he does.
Is he the one with ladies?
I feel like Three Strings should have like 3 of his favorite girlfriends, and they're called the Three Strings.
Free strings and the free
I love it.
strings.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, Durnan has the mutton chops that go down to the mustache that goes like this, like
Oh.
18th century.
Yeah. Yeah, so Patience like leans up to everybody and goes, "For all we know, Durnan's a werewolf. Look at the sideburns."
I'm going to lean over and I'm going to say to Patience, is, you'd be wise not to be spreading rumors like that, especially if you'd like to keep coming in here. Not one day be thrown down.
Really?
Oh, sorry, cast thaumaturgy.
Oh, Violet just turns around and asks, Durnham, do you like the moon?
Well, Saluni's okay.
Good answer.
Yep,
I
definitely.
mean, I don't know what we expected.
Definitely a werewolf, just a good aligned one. Got it.
We're good.
So I'm wondering, it's like, how long would it take for a letter to travel, like just overland from the Wood of Sharp Teeth to Waterdeep?
So, by the way, those wondering, this is 2E Durnan.
Well, similar-ish.
Oh, I don't know what
for-
picture I saw then.
He also went down in level.
For what it's worth, Jesse,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure High Harvest Tide is also the date of what they call Last Call, which is when they send the last letters go out before winter hits.
Well, that's overseas, though. Like, Waterdeep and...
No, like traveling out of Waterdeep is very tedious and dangerous in winter.
Winter's really harsh in Waterdeep.
Yeah,
Right.
we're in the north. You don't even want to be in Neverwinter in the winter.
But
Like,
this-
you don't want to be
No,
outside in
it's
winter.
never winter there.
No,
Well, you
that's
can
what
be
I'm saying.
in Neverwinter. You don't want to be like right outside Neverwinter in the winter.
I actually found out they do have winter. It's because they have a specialized garden in Neverwinter, so it's always green kind of in the city. So it looks like it's not winter when in fact it's cold as balls.
The only reason I ask is because for Butterwell's epilogue, she actually wrote home about her adventures with the Warriors Society.
I mean, that would probably have arrived before now, possibly.
If it exists in my world.
I mean, we don't have the coin for it, but if you really wanted to get there fast, you could probably get a mage with a gate spell or something.
No, Butterwell definitely would not have had the coin for that.
Imagine that, a high-level retired mage who just uses teleport, and they're just a mailman.
I mean, I'm sure there must be some eccentric wizard that would do that just because they enjoy it. Like, that's just what they want to do with their retirement.
Okay, yeah, so, this is a time when those wishing to travel left on their journeys before winter sets in, so they probably leave with the mail
What the?
today or in the next couple of days.
How do you not have maps with distance scales?
They do in the Sword Coast Adventures.
He's looking at Sword Coast Adventures.
Where?
Who's... I thought it was in there. Huh.
Oh. Please wait while we restart our GM.
Sorry, bad cartography always irritates me.
That really annoyed me that it doesn't have a skill thing on the map of Waterdeep. So you can never tell how long it's going to take you to get from one end of the city to the other.
Hence why anyone notices.
Hire a cartographer.
Yeah. This is why we're using the Game of Thrones latest season time traveling distances. They get there when they need to. Because I have no idea how big Waterdeep is in 5e.
This is a really big image, but I'm going to put something in Zoom.
I mean, I could pull out my old maps, but screwed for now.
That's the entire Sword Coast.
Let's get to the game.
So time in.
Well, that'll load in 2 hours.
It's got the scale in miles. But
Oh, hey.
Oh, wow.
Miles are these units that in America suck. No one else uses them now. Oh yeah, this is the old map I kind of have.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Anyway.
Wait, let me get a smaller version for you.
Now this is...
But anyway.
So you guys.
So
three strings
is
down.
down.
He's like, oh, surprised you guys are still up. Didn't expect y'all to wake up into the crack of noon or high noon.
That's fair. We went to that house you mentioned to us.
Oh, good. Did you solve the issue?
Oh, we did, yes.
You want to know what the issue was?
It was a real live geyser. It's the second one we've seen, I think, this week.
Oh, I see a lot of geezers around too, but you know.
The kind that float, have I-beams, and like to murder people. Those kinds. You seen those? A lot.
Oh, gazers. Sorry, I missed. It's early. I need to go get coffee. Man, it's so pricey up here.
Yeah.
He comes back with beer.
Yeah, actually, that was just I think 10 days ago when we found that gazer before.
Aye. So this will be the second time, and it's been in a 10-day that we've seen a gazer and had to dispatch of it.
I just realized. What about the could you not drink alcohol for a while, if I recall?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's just on the holiday.
Yeah, the holiday's over. This is the day after.
Yeah, I know.
So she'll be catching up later.
I mean, I'm not like, I probably got a beer with breakfast, but it's probably like watered down. I'm not like a raving drunk. I just need to have a little bit every day.
No, but you're a dwarf. For a dwarf, it's not a like illness. You have a passion for brewery.
Yeah, an alcoholic.
I mean, she's a
day.
drunken monk. It's possibly a little excessive even for dwarves.
Yeah, so three strings like gazers. Yeah, ever since Xanathar's guild popped up, they have become more of a nuisance. But for the most part, the dung sweepers and kind of been keeping them at bay. But yeah, they're like rats. Big, obnoxious rats nowadays. But the dung sweepers with their ferocious dogs keeps them, pretty decent numbers.
Huh. Now that he mentions that, is that woman, the really cheery woman, still around?
Yeah, she's just in there eating, trying to just, feel happy and cheerful, and most of the people in the bar are just like,
Yeah, hearing that, I'm gonna excuse myself and go chat with her again.
Yeah, I want to say it's probably her and Violet are like probably the only happy people in this bar right now. This early in the morning.
I mean, Rogue's fine. He's not exactly, you know.
Yeah.
I think
He's not
Shipper-
a morning person per se, but he's not The Walking Dead first thing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna. What do you rip up?
I think we ripped up the other guy. Rips up.
Oh,
Are you okay?
Yeah, the dog just ripped up another toy.
yeah, I'm gonna go approach her, but if you guys want to chat with Three Strings, I gotta go save that toy from the dog and make sure he doesn't eat the squeaker.
If I ever get a terrier, I'm probably going to name it Shredder.
Ah,
That'd be a very appropriate name.
yeah. Terriers love carrying things.
All right. Well, after our patients is done eating and stuff, we went back to Three String, got all that situated, right?
Yeah.
So, if I understand it right, geysers are a relatively common occurrence. It's not that surprising.
I don't know if that was the takeaway. I think Three Strings misunderstood us when we said Gazer the first time.
No. He corrected himself. He was trying to make a joke, but apparently he had,
Patients got it.
the early days.
Did you see that?
I'm sorry, I just saw that toy fly into the
Yeah.
distance.
That's something that you'll probably notice in post, Cat. Your toy, whatever you threw, was on your screen. It just went, poof, like across the screen.
It killed me.
Rocks fall, Violet dies.
So you got the information. Gazers have been becoming more of a common. They're still uncommon, but they are becoming a nuisance that people are noticing. They don't leave the sewers too often, and the Dung Sweeper Guild typically helps keep their numbers down, just like they do with other things in the sewers. They're the unsung heroes.
They're what the city needs.
Them and the Butcher's Guild.
I'm gonna go over to the Dung Sweeper woman again and introduce myself. And
Oh, hi.
hi, yeah, I'm Thana.
Nice to meet you.
So I was wondering, you had mentioned you were a Dung Sweeper. I was wondering if we noticed
Sorry,
a problem.
I can't give discounts for
No,
our services.
no. It's understandable. No, I wouldn't want to get you into trouble with the guild. I was wondering about information though. I found in my travels those little creepy monsters, gazers, have been shown a lot more often lately. I was wondering if you'd seen anything in like the sewers of like where they congregate, so that we know to like avoid that area. Because
that's trade secret, but we think they're coming from Skullport.
Skullport. Okay. Does my character know what Skullport is? I feel like everybody should.
If you're from Waterdeep, you're aware that Skullport's the
Like, I didn't grow up here, but I've been here for about 5 years.
the inverted evil version of Waterdeep Underground.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a whole like secondary city that's essentially underneath Waterdeep for the most part.
Is it technically in the Underdark?
I think parts of it are technically. It's weird because sometimes the game supplements just assume underground is Underdark, while others are like you have to get to a certain point to be Underdark.
Is there a road sign? Now entering the water or the Underdeep? Underdark?
I feel like going to Skullport, probably yes.
But yeah, so
Skullport, and it's got like a decrementing population counter.
Yeah, it's just like, welcome to Skullport, and it just has like a bunch of skeletons hanging from the sign.
No, I was thinking like population 15,000, and then you hear a groan from the far off distance, and it's just $49.99.
Yeah.
And there's like a ting as it changes.
Yeah, exactly. He gets it.
So yeah, Patience is gonna go back home then. I guess. There's a
I'm
lot of
gonna
food there.
I'm gonna go run by the Blackstaff Tower and.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're already in Castle Ward. Do we want to swing by there? And...
Cow.
Good morning, Susie.
Same cow that follows patients all day.
For all we know, the cow is also a harper.
She's just lonely and always wants patients to talk to her. She's like a cow that thinks she's a dog.
Oh.
Yeah, have you seen like cows play with those big exercise ball things?
Yeah.
Amazing.
You let him out of the barn for the spring. That's the best.
Oh, so cute.
So.
Yeah, so I guess we're going to Blackstaff Tower.
Okay. You pick a Blackstaff Tower.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and approach the guard.
Outside, like.
We needed to pass up a message to the Blackstaff, just letting her know that we've seen an increase in gazer attacks, and we're going to be going to check it out on behalf of the Harpers. Thought you might like to know.
Okay, hold on. Okay. We'll give her the message. She's not in right now.
Thank you.
Thanks. And then
Thanks.
we'll just go on. Back to the manor.
So, are we going to go explore the sewers, or?
Yeah, I'm thinking we need to sit down and make ourselves a plan of attack.
Okay, so we can enter the sewer here, and then we just keep going until we find something, and then we attack it.
A plan of attack, you mean go into the
Where
sewers?
did,
And then when we get tired, we can leave the sewers and come back up here.
where
Like
a
a hammer or a sword?
Where did we enter the
Or a
sewers?
hammer sword.
The other day when we went looking for Floon and ran into that gazer. Was that in Castle Ward as well, right near the yawning portal?
That wasn't at warehouse. Wasn't that like the dockyard or
That was the
something?
dock ward.
Okay, yeah. So it could be anywhere.
But we also saw some really weird wheel-shaped markings over there too.
Yeah, that was the symbol for the Xanathar Guild, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say we should check out the sewers near that woman's house. Make sure they're not invading anybody else's basements.
That's sound.
Because if we just start here, who knows how long it's going to be before we run into one, because it's a huge city and there's a maze of these sewers going everywhere.
For sure.
May I ask, maybe silly question, does anyone know a spell possibly to sniff them out?
Ooh.
I don't.
I don't.
I don't think we're high enough level.
Do we have an animal that could sniff them out?
Patience.
Well,
Patience.
What?
the dumb
Wow.
speakers did mention that they have specific dogs that they use to fight these things. We could see about purchasing one.
Patience is
renting one.
just like, bark, bark. Just points the direction.
Like looking around the tavern, I'm like, this place could really benefit from having a house dog.
I am in favor of purchasing a dog.
Yeah, actually, this sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, Patience has got nothing.
If possible, one of those like big shepherd dogs, so that it's actually to size to violent.
Well, those typically aren't the ones you use in the sewers, but you can get those.
I'm thinking perhaps we just rent a sewer dog for the sniffing out, and then come back and find ourselves a breeder. Using the manor item.
I mean, a sniffing dog would be useful. I'd like to have, like, I imagine they make good guard dogs. It'd be nice to have one around to protect.
Leif.
I'm trying to remember your servant's name.
Ina.
Ina, when we're not around.
Well, we're gonna need two. We're gonna need a small yappy dog and then a big bruiser who will actually do something about it.
The small one's the alarm.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it's done. Like, you know, the Tibetan Mastiff, they were bred to respond to the barking of the Lhasa Apso. So the Lhasa Apso is the alarm system, and then the Tibetan Mastiff is the actual bouncer.
Just like shaming someone. Son, you're.
I do like how we went from renting a dog to now we have to purchase two dogs.
But wait, what do we need a third one to back up
Because, like, what are we going to do if we
one?
rent the dog and then we fall in love with the dog and you have to give him back? It's just going to break our hearts.
And don't forget, if fire comes back, that's another dog.
We get like the bruiser, so we get the muscle one, right? And then we get the mage one, and that one like blinks all everywhere. You know, like just distracting.
Oh god.
And then we get another one that has 2 heads, so it's like better than one.
We just want every dog-shaped monster in the monster manual, Kevin.
Wouldn't it be cool if a dog, if some kind of hound could breathe fire? Wouldn't that be
It
awesome?
would be cool.
Aren't there
That'd be cool as
dogs
hell.
like that?
Yeah, there are death dogs.
They're called hellhounds. Hellhounds
So
breathe fire.
are we all agreed?
No, I thought they were death dogs.
No, death dogs are the 2-headed ones.
Oh, yeah, those are the ones that have, like, a fear aura, I think.
Yeah, why do I know so much about canines in D&D? Anyway, so.
I guess you need to open up a Zabada's Guide to Dogs.
Doggos. Oh my god, no.
That needs to be a PDF.
That's a thing.
Rogh is going to come back downstairs wearing galoshes while you guys were bantering about puppers. He's got like I'm sorry, not galoshes, like the high waders, right? Like he's going fly fishing.
I'm the wrong kind of warlock, but we could have got a hound of ill omen. That would have been cool.
Oh my god, that'd be so cool.
You know, now that you mentioned that, Rogh, I don't have dirty clothing besides my uniform. I guess I'll go in my uniform.
Well, at least you'll be able to project a Aaron.
Yeah, Thana like looks around to everyone in the room. It's like, yeah, I don't think any of us can really lend you anything, sweetheart. Sorry.
I don't think we want one of these. They're kind of scary.
I want one of those.
It's a big, good, scary doggo.
It breathes.
Wouldn't it be adorable when if you like see it like it's growling
Oh
and then the
my God,
monster
one of
comes
those
and
is
it's
a
like
puppy.
happy.
But we're
One
in.
of those is a puppy.
But our buildings are made of wood, and it breathes a
Really?
20-foot cone of fire.
When it like gets the hiccups, it's just like a little puff of smoke.
Yeah.
Sparks come flying.
Oh god, the
It's neat.
farts.
It's
Or I should say, oh, Asmodeus, the farts.
Well, this session's
off the rails. This is the Misrule and Reign of Misrule, guys.
Yeah, it's like 1 hour and we've eaten breakfast.
We ate breakfast, and then we got back to the house, and we discussed about getting a dog.
We talked to the black staff and we talked to three string.
We reached in a quest. This is like the equivalent of fucking around in a sandbox game.
Yeah, well, I'm ready when you all
I'm
are.
pretty sure this is about as close to sandbox as D&D gets.
Downtime.
okay. So
Yeah, so I guess we're going back to the sewers.
you guys go to the sewers.
Yeah.
Loading, please wait.
Oh, hey guys, there's like a little like tip on the screen while we're going into the sewers. Huh. Do not let patients near anything with sugar. Huh. I wonder why it says that.
So, which entrance to the sewers do you use? There's a lot.
I was thinking,
There's one right in the alley next to you.
Patients probably goes there.
weren't we thinking one closer to that woman's house up in
Yes.
Castle Ward?
Yes, we were.
She's in Trades Ward.
Trades Ward. Oh shit, hey, don't we have that spell book to sell? Yeah, we can do that later. We don't need money right now.
We're not burning, we're good.
Cheap.
No sheep, you don't get any money.
Although, Thana, didn't we say we might want to look into getting some scrolls made?
Yeah.
It might be a good idea if we're going down there looking for trouble to find something.
Ooh, sheep.
Yeah, but didn't you want that spell that can unlock doors? I don't know how many locked doors we're gonna run into in the sewers.
Well, if the answer is greater than 1, we'll be glad we had it.
Okay, that's a fair point. Alright. Patients, you wanna go get ice cream? We're gonna go to the library. Or hell, you can come with us. You liked it there the other day, right?
Huh? What?
What?
He's
Library.
He's petting the sheep.
There's just a sheep wandered in the house.
There's just some random shepherd. Like, can you not?
Patience, give the sheep back, please.
Oh, but think of how protective it could be. You know, keep us all warm.
He's just Rock's going to get this.
It's not yours.
Look in his eyes like, these are the people I'm going into the sewers with. I'm going to die.
It'll be fine.
I had a Gamora moment.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Patience would probably do like the college campus thing, where he like paints the side of the sheep with like their team colors.
God. I'm gonna go get the spell book and then go across the street to. I don't remember what the place was called.
It is
Across the street to where?
Bookworm's Treasure.
Yeah.
Worm with a Y.
Think about it, the sheep would be free advertising. We could just have the
Give the sheep back.
what's the name of our tavern again?
God damn it.
Bucky Poltergeist.
Just has Plucky
as
Poltergeist on the
Both walk out
side.
the door, he's gonna holler back to Fella. Remember, you have a badge.
I'm not going to arrest Patience.
Who said anything about arresting him? You just bludgeoned him.
No.
It's okay, Frederick. I'm sure somebody will want you, and he just shoos him off.
Just walks away.
Remember, ba means no.
So you guys go to Bookworm's Treasure.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you see Rogh, the page turner. He's like, ooh, early customers. Nice.
Hi.
I got books. Want to buy some?
This was the guy who sold spell scrolls, right?
He had a selection of stuff he could scribe.
They're like, well, we just recently acquired another spell book.
Oh.
And I think this time we were interested in trade value instead of just cost. And I'm looking to Rogh, who knows magic, and I don't.
So, remind me of his rates again.
25 for first, 50 for first scroll. Essentially double the prices I give you for the scroll. So 25 for first level, 75 for second, 150 for third, 300 for fourth, 750 for fifth hook spells.
So knock is a second level spell?
Knock is a second level spell. So, how much?
So it'd be 150 for knock.
Yeah. So the question then is how much scroll can we get for this text?
He's like, well.
Well, we would have it for the knock minus the price of the spell book. We'd have about 125 left.
As you're talking, he's like, well.
I'm like, if I valued it right.
I'm going to have to put a little damper in your parade. I don't know knock to scribe it onto a scroll.
Oh dear.
I have arcane lock.
No, that's another going in the other direction.
Yes, I have a
Appreciate
list,
the offer. Yes, I would very much like to see your menu.
which I believe I gave you last.
Oh god, quiet.
The fuck was that?
It was an ad. Well, I've got my spellbook app up, and they recently added ads to it because they're like, hey, this shit is expensive.
Let's see if it goes into the chat successfully. Oh god, the format sucks.
Oh, that sucks, but that's okay. I can see.
It's still working. It's not too bad.
Ooh, invisibility could be cool. A rope trick.
He's like, oh, invisibility. Yes, I have a scroll. Shit, disappeared again. Hold on. I can find it.
Oh, counter spell, my dude. Oh wait, you can't actually cast that, can you?
I don't believe I can.
Counter spells third level.
It's not a bard spell.
It's not a none of you. Patience could cast it. It's a warlock spell.
It's third level though.
Yeah, but you would have to make a Arcana check for it.
We only have second level spells as warlock at level 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you would be able to make a check for it. It's the difference between you might be able to cast it and you can't. Like you, as a bard rogue, you wouldn't even understand what the spell is saying, like what the name of it is.
No.
Patience at least has a chance.
Les spell de counter. Man, it sounds so exotic.
Well, let's see. Now, does anybody in our party not have dark vision? I think everyone has.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's the first party. 100% dark vision.
Yeah.
So we can write that off.
In history of 5e, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like it.
Yeah, I don't know if I can make use of any of these.
I do specialize mainly in wizard spells.
And that's all well and good.
I'm gonna
As I
go
am
track down
wizard.
Patience.
You know where Patience is.
Is he reading smut or is he at the ice cream shop again?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you come with us to the bookstore?
Probably came with you to the bookstore and is like a child at Home Depot who's really bored.
So you're playing in the toilet and cabinet section?
Essentially, he's just like
the
getting books that he thinks the cover looks pretty, and then he looks inside and it's just words and there's no pictures, and he puts it back and just.
You find his picture book section.
Okay, that's probably where he's at then.
They
I'm
animated.
very concerned for what the pictures are of. It's like they're either cartography or it's porn.
There's other things people draw.
Yeah, jeez.
Like a
I'm just
bestiary
saying,
with
it's
a bunch of
D&D.
animals.
I mean,
Those are the ones that.
that's where you
you
get the
know,
commission
you run
money.
into
I understand that's where you get the commission money, but there's other things artists can draw.
It's like C is for chimera. D is for dragon.
Patience is
That
smarter
is
than a
actually
child,
it.
but he's still like, whoa, that dragon looks really cool. He just keeps going.
Hey, Patience. Hey, come here. Look at this list. See if you might think you might be able to understand any of these spells at some point.
Looks us over and picks up a copy of the Cranium Rat in the Hat.
Shaw's like,
That one would probably have Strix's hat.
who the hell's Strix? Anyway,
A witch's hat.
Oh yeah, I forgot that I bought Bowler's Guide to Waterdeep here. I
yeah,
can
oh,
use that one later. Read
cheap
that
used
later.
copy.
What is it, this unseen servant one? Huh?
The Tiamat in the Hat. That's even better.
It's like a baby
Unseen
team.
servant summons a unseen servant. It's like a ghostly figure who does stuff around the house for you.
Oh, we already got one of those.
Oh, yes. I heard your place was haunted.
He's pleasant though. He makes drinks. He pulls out chairs for ladies
I'm just seeing which ones.
Gentlemen?
and for gentlemen.
Okay, I was going to say, that's very sexist of him.
I mean, he is like 300 years old, so.
Was it 300?
No.
We
I don't
didn't
know.
ask him.
I'm exaggerating because Thana doesn't remember. I don't remember. She doesn't remember.
Quick question. These are written up for wizards, and I'm a warlock. Would I still be able to use these?
If they're under spell list.
Yeah. They're close enough. It's more of an accent to you.
Would I be able to
read
like?
magic?
But I wouldn't be able to like copy it. AK.
Hey guys, there's
my,
locate creature I'm seeing.
Oh shit! Is there? Oh shit!
Yeah.
There is.
But,
It's a lot though.
We can't afford it. I don't think.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh.
if you had a book of shadows, you could really copy. Though there is something I would like to do for both Patience and Rogh and Violet later with spells. Because I want to update some
Bring in some of
2E
the old
spells
2E stuff.
to find, but I don't
Especially
feel like
because-
it's it does a
Level
disservice
appropriate
if
right
I give
now.
it to you against your limited spells and it turns out to suck.
Yeah.
So I might give you some freebies later once I convert a few things.
Patience doesn't really see any of these that he's interested in.
Oh, let's see if we can actually cast Locate Creature.
Because there's a few he can know, but there's a very few, or that he can use, but none of them really interest him. Like Misty Step. Why would I want to like
You
step
could
away?
just get store credit and come back later. I can put
Locate
your name on
Creature
a
could
list.
both Rourke and Violet can cast that.
Which one?
Locate Creature. We're
Ah.
looking for gazers.
Hi.
Well, I mean, there's this
That,
old lady up the street.
We would only have to pitch in about 25 gold to make up the 300 for that scroll.
Hi. Okay. Well, we
Do
have
that.
we have like a kitty of like 57 collective, don't we?
Yeah, that's separate.
Where did that come from? I thought we each had
We pitched
Look
it
it
in
up.
for the inn, and I kept it separate from all the other things.
Now, you are, tight on dragons, so you don't have to buy a scroll right now.
Yeah.
You could almost start trying to fast forward through a couple days and get your potential profit from your inn.
Nah, patience can't wait for that.
Don't have the patience for that.
I kid. If we actually want to just go to that.
Let's drop the gold on it. We might not use it. Let's not use it until we get into the sewers. If we see any signs of gazers, then we don't need to use the scroll, and we just have it for later.
We need to find another kind of monster later.
So
Patience is back looking at the dragon again.
He's like, oh, you're interested in the ABCs of fantasy creatures. It's a nice book. 5 shards.
That's
Not for a
nothing.
children's book.
I
guess it is well illustrated.
I'm sorry, I pay my artist, okay?
Oh. And not an exposure.
Topical.
Good lad.
You know what? I support artists, and he puts 5 shards down.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, I will.
You didn't want the book.
The spell book.
You conned him.
Guy named Hydra Lord.
But you conned him with the what about the artists?
And
no, keep going. I was just like, is there an actual artist guild?
Yes. Maybe. Well, there's the sculptors. I don't know if they do all art or if it's just sculpting.
Is it like woodblock printing they do too?
No, that's a different guild.
Well, then those would probably be the illustrators.
Maybe, probably, actually.
There's not a painters guild, surprisingly enough. Glass blowers, I guess.
Well, there's weavers and dyers.
Is the printing press invented here?
Nope.
I think they do at this point because they have daily newspapers.
The printing press isn't invented yet.
At this point.
Then
at least it's a thing here in Waterdeep.
Between the Engravers Guild.
Maybe some gnomes and dwarves have something equivalent to a printing press.
Stationers Guild. Yeah, there's.
Well, the Stationaries Guild do make the paper. The Scribers Guild writes the books and everything.
Yeah, there's no just artist guild.
Wow.
Art. No wonder they keep getting exposure.
Rude.
I guess that's what the one thing New Ulm College probably helps with.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the closest would be the Guild of Fine Carvers. Yeah.
Let's derail this campaign. Let's make our own guild.
Yes.
You gotta get some.
None of us have any
get back on the rails before we can derail it any further. Come on.
So I will hand over the spell book. Do you want to take that 25 gold out of the group funds, Violet?
Sure, 25.
And then Rogh and Violet, you both can cast the spell. Which one of you wants to hold on to it?
I will. If Violet doesn't object.
You just put it in your shirt. It's always open.
I mean, it's a 300 gold scroll. You better put it in a pocket that can't get picked out of.
I'm gonna tuck it down into my high waiters.
You walk out, and Matthias walking by is like, oh.
Just got this big scroll. You got this big scroll just poking up out of his high waiters.
I don't think it was the scroll. I think it was the high waiters.
The high waiters with the rest of your outfit.
Oh god, we feel like obnoxious, brightly colored hat too.
It's just the feather. The hat is black. Oh, hi Terry.
No.
Yeah, and we're going to the sewers in Tradesward.
And we're gonna get smashed.
So you're going to the sewers in Trades Guild.
Yeah. Well,
do you find the sewer entrance? or one of them.
Can we find one that's in an alley? Considering I don't know how legal it is to just pop into the sewers when you feel like it.
We've got a watchman right here with us. We can just walk into anywhere.
Every time we pass by a sewer grate, I'm like, there's an entrance. There's an entrance. You could go in that
just
entrance.
stand there and be like, there's nothing to see here. There's nothing to see. Move along.
Official business.
Just like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? There's an entrance.
Are we going to use this one?
Maybe we should have
the
left him as a
sewers.
40-year-old dude.
Ooh, I can use a.
Too late now. You're gonna have to wait
Find
30
another
years.
ghost, see if they'll bitch slap him into maturity.
New soundtrack as you're ankle
Whoa.
deep in stinky sewers.
Oh, god damn it.
Come along, you jolly brave boys. There's lots of grog in the jar. We'll plow the briny ocean with a jolly roving tar.
I hope no one had beans.
He told y'all. Y'all were warned this morning.
I mean, we're in the sewers. I don't think it makes much of a difference.
It does for our soundtrack.
The one thing with Sirenscape is the Apple app. You can get the individual tracks and adjust each one individually, but the scrolling feature is super hypersensitive. So I do this, and it's just like, nope, you didn't want that. All right, so.
It's
because he's searching for the fart sound.
Is anyone else noticing the second we went down into the sewers, you could like see above the floor, and it looks like there's no textures rendered yet, so it's just like we can see the infinite of everything underneath us.
Oh right, so you're like clipping.
Yeah.
God damn it! We have to restart the whole.
You like see somebody that like you're pretty sure inside their house it's supposed to be like a deer head mounted on the wall, but there's just like a deer in the wall, the entire other half of a deer.
That sounds like something from Bethesda.
Yeah, and then the deer's just like, it's 11.
So you swim through the sewers. Can you hear that?
Vaguely. There we go.
I'm expecting a fart noise every step we take.
God damn.
I don't know how often it is without me manually hitting it. So you guys are just walking. It's nasty, smelly.
Yeah, this is about as lovely as I remembered it. I guess we just pick a direction and start heading. Would it be useful if we had light?
I look at everybody else with our cat-like nocturnal eyes, and I'm like, I think we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like technically we still have disadvantage on perception checks in complete darkness.
You do?
Okay, so I think bright or dim light we treat as if it were bright light, and complete darkness we treat as dim light.
Yeah.
And in dim light you have disadvantage on perception checks.
Oh, you do? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
So like you can see, but it's a little harder.
I mean, sure, we can always light a torch, I guess.
Oh,
no.
See if somebody has the light spell. We're in the sewers.
Well,
there are a lot of gases. Probably not enough to ignite.
Is aware that the different guilds and watch do periodically release the gas in the sewers to prevent the accidental explosions that normally occur. There might be some flare-ups, but they do make sure it's well vented to prevent the.
Okay, well, if no one has the light cantrip,
the city.
Patience pulls out a python, and his eyes glow white as he touches the end of it, and it glows with light spell. And he hands it to you.
I was just gonna say, can we just like have Patience go out front and use him like a headlamp?
I don't think it's that right.
Because he's got a headlamp.
Yeah.
Was that a sarcastic clap, Alexis?
Mm-hmm.
The guy starts searching.
Yeah.
You come to a area.
This is apropos of nothing, but I just saw this and I wanted to share that with everybody. in the Zoom chat.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I
wow.
love it. Holy shit.
All right.
I'm disturbed on many
That's
levels.
burned in my brain forever.
Isn't that amazing?
It is.
That's a word.
That's,
It's something.
that's a something. It's like it's for when you have math at 10, but invocations and summoning at 11.
So, as you're going, you notice a decayed, severed goblin head just kind of float by.
Okay.
I think I know that guy.
Keep walking.
Poor Walter. I told him, but he didn't listen.
It's quite rank. You see different things floating. You see a one or two bits just glittering in the shit.
Okay.
No, I have much easier and cleaner way of picking up bits than this.
Bits?
Copper pieces.
Nibs.
No, sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's little
Shinies.
purple shiny gem things.
Yeah, really.
Oh, I was thinking Dark Sun. Sorry.
Ah,
Like little glowing purple caltrops.
that's what we should do next. And the bits
If
are
it
like
was
Twitch
if
bits.
it was gold or silver, I might, but
Might.
Roll perceptions or
Okay.
investigations. Either or.
Patience will go with passive.
perception, please.
Which is 10.
Yeah, perception as well for me.
Oh, shit balls.
So 16?
7.
23.
Wow.
I rolled
Shit.
really well.
Are you looking at the right character sheet?
I am. No, I rolled an 18 and I have a +5.
Are you sure this
Okay.
isn't from The Sound of Silence? Oh wait, no, that character
That
also wasn't good
It was
at
Kevin's
perception.
character.
Are
Yeah.
you sure this is an
Fun
orc?
fact, if anybody watches The Sound of Silence, it was last week's Saturday show. Kevin's character had a passive perception of 30. And couldn't roll below, what was it, a 13?
My lowest possible roll on the skill was athletics at 15. Because the rogue
20th level rogues, man.
with an epic boon, I will say it was an epic boon that helped with that. Gave me proficiency in all skills.
It was awesome. We all died.
That's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you're looking, you see a dead body just clenching something, and it's like still moist from the moisture and stuff, but it's still decaying. There's several rats gnawing on it, some like larvae trying to escape through the flesh.
I'm gonna smack my staff next to the rats and try and scare them off.
The rat just looks at you and is like,
Ah, God, I fucking baseball batted off of him.
roll an attack.
What are the legalities of corpse raiding?
It's in a sewer. I don't think it's buried. It's not like it's grave robbing.
Yeah, but still, I want to know if you just find a corpse in the street.
18 to hit a rat.
From the
Right,
description he
flies.
gave us, I think it's beyond identifiable.
Typically,
We're just investigating right now. It's not like we're gonna steal a shit
the watch
necessarily.
has kind of this policy of under water deep. We
Whatever.
generally whatever. That's why earlier the guys like keep it off the streets. Because once you get to the sewers and below, they're just kind of like, oh,
It's not their jurisdiction.
Okay, so
unless it's
good.
a major issue to the city, they tend to be like, it's the sewers. Screw that.
That's good to know.
I'm sensing that pattern with the watch. Isn't there like that unofficial ward, like on the northern part outside of town? And they're like,
Yeah,
nope,
it's not
out of our jurisdiction. If anyone dies there, it's their problem.
Yep.
Though in that area, the Butcher's Guild surprisingly kind of functions as the watch. In that if
They're
you-
the ones carrying the biggest knives.
they're the most proficient with weapons, so it's like
So you don't fuck with a butcher who's carrying something as big as a machete. So
You don't fuck with a butcher, period. So
That's fair. yeah, so after I chase off the rats, I'm gonna like try and figure out what it is he's holding.
he is holding a harbor moon. A harbor moon
Whoa.
is Worth
That's-
5,000 nibs.
It's 50 gold, right?
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Oh,
I feel kind of bad about it, but he's not going to use it.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Is there like is the skull visible at least?
Parts of it.
No.
Okay, well, we're just gonna leave him.
Can we tell what killed him?
Medicine check
Sure.
at disadvantage.
Damn.
Uh,
God damn it.
All right, hang on.
we're
I rolled a
lols.
12 and a 1.
We're lols. Oh my god. 19.
What?
I rolled
Okay.
2 19s at disadvantage.
Okay, well, I mean,
I got a 4.
I got a dirty 20 of all things. I got an 18 and a 17, so.
Wow.
I
I'm
still
just
don't.
distracted by the coinage.
I still don't think we made the DC. This thing's really rotten.
Yeah, that's
Um,
gross.
It doesn't look like an external wound, so it's not like a stab or cuts or broken anything. So poison, disease, magic, old age. You don't think it's old age either. Judging by the teeth and just the other stuff you can get, you know it wasn't old age. So essentially, poison, disease, magic were the ones you kind of guessing, but
If-
you're not sure what.
If this corpse has enough skin left, I'm gonna look. Didn't the Xanathar Guild all have tattoos? Or was that the
Both.
other one?
Both of
I'm
them.
gonna
have-
look for a tattoo.
You look for a tattoo. Are you doing a thorough search?
No, I mean
No.
more like cursory search. I'm not gonna completely
Roll investigate.
Okay, all right. Look, I'm just gonna settle this matter. I'm gonna go ahead and presto the shit out of this corpse so she can look at it.
I mean, you can't really presto rot away. Like, you can make it smell better, but he's still rotten as shit.
Okay, but at least he's not shitty and rotten.
For
He just
like
Now,
smells
now
like-
it smells like lavender.
That's
1
it.
second, then it gets dirty again because the sewer.
So that's
Keep casting presto every like 6 seconds. Like
I
he's
got
just
an 8 on my investigation check.
Smells like pine. Smells like pine. Come on.
You don't notice it. You're just looking.
I mean, it could have slogged off at this point, maybe.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
So you found that.
So free money?
Yeah. I mean,
All right, so I'm gonna get out my disguise kit and I'm gonna just peel off just a little bit of the grease paint with the thumbnail, and I'm gonna presto the grease paint to smell really nice, and I'm just gonna rub a little bit under my nose, and I'm gonna offer it to anybody else that wants some.
sure.
Yes,
I was
please.
really concerned for a second when you pulled out that disguise kit in front of a rotting corpse.
Walk away. It's just got the glasses and the fake mustache.
He's got it like sitting, you know, in like a sitting pose.
Right?
Yeah, I
No,
can't
no,
really
no.
offer the guy a burial, but I'm gonna like make sure his eyes are closed, and then like I touch the eyes and like, nope, I'm good. Let's leave.
Yeah, when you
Patience.
touch the one, your finger just basically was like,
Nope, I'm gone. I'm dead.
When everybody's away from it, Patience goes down on his knees in front of it, puts both hands on its chest, and casts Sacred Flame and cremates it.
Oh, I
Ooh.
forgot you can do that.
Whoosh.
yeah, it starts burning.
It's-
Thankfully, it's radiant damage and not fire,
Fire.
or that might stink even more.
Oh god.
Might light us on fire.
And he keeps casting it until it's pretty much gone.
So,
All right. Well, that was an interesting interlude, and we certainly come out ahead already on this
Do we
journey.
remember what the gazer's attacks can do? Do we think it could kill somebody with magic without leaving a mark?
you know, half the shit didn't work on you.
That's fair.
It's true.
Could I make an Arcana check when pressed on the
Yes.
question?
You can make Arcana to go with what you think a typical gazer would have.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd I roll a d10 for that? That would have been more accurate for Patience, though. 13.
Ooh. Okay.
It'd be funny if you rolled 1 on that and you're like, they're so snuggly and cute and they
Alright.
don't hurt you at all.
Wouldn't that
well,
be
I had
an
an
awesome
18
pet?
on the Arcana check. So.
That'd be much better than a dog. It can shoot lasers.
Nope.
And it can fly.
Nope.
Gazer familiar? It's plausible.
So 18 on the Arcana check?
Yes.
Wrong
Give me a second,
pact.
I'm trying to find Gazer.
Ooh, that'd be weird. A celestial warlock with a gazer pact of chain.
That would be very weird.
A celestial gazer. What? I don't think that's possible.
I mean,
Gazers are special type of familiar that can attach themselves without. They're the third way of getting a familiar, like
Because they
super
want to.
dragon.
Yeah. They just decide to follow you. They adopt you like a cat.
yeah.
All right, the typical gazer. From what you roll again?
13
Me?
on
18.
mine and 18, yeah.
Okay, between the two of you, you got dazing ray. It dazes you. Fear, which actually affected patients temporarily. Frost and telekinetic. So it can mess you up, freeze you, make you run away.
The telekinetic could be internal damage. It might have chucked him up against a wall.
Or it might have just died of cold damage. Because, I mean, it wouldn't be necessarily an insta kill, but there are ways that a gazer could kill a hapless regular person.
Gazer. Yeah, I think he might be too far gone to tell if he had frostbite.
Yeah, probably. And certainly after the sacred flame burned him away.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
My dog is fucking weird. He's licking the chair.
Did we actually hear that, or was that just
I
background
hear
noise?
something like that.
Oh god.
I am going to draw my rapier.
Yeah.
It
Puppy?
looks like this with some nice flowers.
I need that artist guild. I tried to show you the dog being weird and licking my chair, but he just left.
I can see Rogh.
Rogh? Rogh?
It's like Van Gogh.
Okay.
Thank you.
I could
I
see
just
him.
say it different every time.
I could see him being like Tuxedo Mask, but with a rapier. You know, just got like the rose theme like everywhere.
Making
Or,
them smell like roses anyway.
Revolutionary Girl Utena?
Utena. Yes. Yes. Hell yes. Love that
Working the
show.
brain there. So as you guys are walking, you see an old gazer walk by or float by. It's like
I was gonna say if it walked by, I'd be even more scared. Just his two gross human legs just pop out the bottom of it and just walks.
Oh, like Mike Wazowski.
Yeah.
I
It's
kind
Michael
of hard
Zalski.
feeling it if it's that old.
Actually, if it's a gazer first, then it's probably like the son or daughter of Mike Wazowski and the Medusa thing from the.
Oh yeah.
that would make sense.
So has this thing noticed us?
It's too old. It's just like, get off my lawn.
No, it notices you.
It does.
And it just turns around. It's like,
Okay. Is it
And
hostile?
yes, it fires a beam but
Ah.
misses.
Oh,
Like bad miss. Like it shoots and hits the ceiling like a foot away from you.
Oh, poor
Okay.
thing.
we are on initiative.
If you want to, yes.
Yeah, we're
Can
getting
we-
shot at. I
Can we
intend to
keep
answer.
him?
No,
Did you just ask if you can boop the Eldritch Abomination?
no, he said keep him.
No. I got a nat 20.
I got a
So
23.
it's 23. God damn it.
Well, your nat 20 was a higher roll, but I have a plus.
Roll the 6 again.
I have a +3.
Actually, you know what? I
I'm
think I fucked up
done.
the math on that. I did too. Never mind me. I have a 21. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, how did you
No,
have like a
I-
+5 already?
Because I was looking at the wrong thing like an idiot.
Patience. Bueller.
Mm-hmm.
What was your niche? 3. Okay.
Nice.
Wow, that is some extreme.
When did Violet go?
7 total.
Yeah, it's like 23, 21, 7, 3.
Yeah, Cat. My eyeballs were on my deck save bonus, which is +5.
Oh, okay.
Father's probably like, patience, don't put that in your mouth.
He's just like that. He's just like Sokka. He's just ready to lick the wall, and she's trying to explain to him why you don't just lick random things in the sewers.
No, my space sword.
So, Thanadis first, and you see this old gazer in front of you.
I mean, it did try to attack us.
It looks like you see the front eye is kind of cataracts over.
Oh, I feel bad.
Yeah, so does
I don't
Patience. He wants to
shot
keep
at
it
us.
as a pet.
Oh, it'll just die within a few months anyway.
Oh.
What is this, a goldfish?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it with my staff. Yeah, I feel like Thana probably wouldn't care. I feel.
Pencil? I only got a pen over here.
I'm gonna give her a little bardic inspiration.
Oh, cool. I don't think I needed it, but cool. 22 to hit.
Yes.
Well, you can add it to damage, though, right?
No,
Yes, you can. Oh,
no,
we
you
can?
can't. No. 6 damage,
It's right.
and
Wow.
gonna use my bonus action to kick it.
All right.
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck it. I'm gonna use that bonus, that bardic inspiration. Why am I rolling a d10?
Wrong
Is it-
campaign.
D4 or
it's-
d6?
Let's see.
I think it's D6 still.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow, great,
Carry
awesome.
stuff.
That improved it. That actually improved it quite a bit. 15.
it's
Sweet.
Yay!
For what? Oh shit. For 7 damage.
all right. So you go. It's like, oh, poor thing. Smack. Then you jump up in the sewers, kick it, sending sewer water and like gunk, against the wall. Almost hits Patience. And you basically just smack the gazer. It flies, hits the wall, and you just hear a thickening, and it just kind of floats for a second and just.
That was anticlimactic. Congratulations, Thana. You
That
fucked it up.
was disgusting.
And a few seconds later, you see 2 humans walk around with a small terrier-like dog, and they're like, "Oh,
Hi.
what the hell? Hey guys, we were looking for an old gazer."
Eh,
I think we found it.
I point to the pile of mush.
Jimmy, you killed Jimmy. Shit, we were following him. Damn,
He shot at us.
Sorry.
you get scared.
I feel so bad now.
It's okay. It was nearest time anyway.
I mean, are we really
Quick,
looking?
at least.
Are we really looking to try and save this thing?
He only had a couple months left to live.
I
He
don't
was
know
close
if
to
you can
retirement.
save it. I don't know how hard I killed it.
Patience goes up to him and says, "Don't worry, he fought valiantly till the end."
Oh, that's different. The one that sucks. Yeah, we've had him for a while. We domesticated him, sort of. Helped us lead to other gazers. Apparently,
Insight check?
gazers have a habit of attacking and eating their elders.
Good to know.
So we just had them fly, and the other gazers would come to them, and then we killed them.
Do I think there's enough juice left in this thing to cast Healing Word on him?
No.
Oh.
What if Patience casts
Sacred
Cure
Flames.
Wounds at 2nd level? Does he think that'll
It's
work?
quite dead.
Lesser restoration, damn it, live! It's got like the defibrillators. It's just like this purple goo. It's not even like a form anymore.
And I quite did it in.
I'm disappointed that my first attack of the day, I feel bad for it now. It's like, yes, I get to fight something. Oh, it was a pet.
See, I knew it was pet worthy.
God damn it, Patience.
But it was somebody
Wow.
else's pet.
Yeah, you can't just take it.
Well, I didn't know that, and when I would have gave it back.
Okay, well, let's look at it this way. We've learned you can domesticate gazers. So, I mean, hello, lads. I don't know you particularly. I'm Rogh. That's Sana. That's Patience.
Hi.
Violet. So we're actually down here checking out the increase in gazer numbers.
That's because the guild.
The guild?
Which guild?
The Xanathar?
Ah, so the Xanathar are behind this.
Yeah, something's breeding them and sending them up from Skullport. We've been dealing with them. We kill about 2 to 3 dozen a day.
Oh my goodness.
Cool.
Well, I guess you could say we're here to get to the root of the problem.
Oh,
I mean, the root of the
Skullport.
problem is Skullport.
Xanathar Guild.
Aye.
Not really a problem we can solve.
Wait, which way is it?
It's a city, Patience.
It's one of the worst,
You can't
evilest cities in the Sword
defeat
Coast.
a city.
Well, mystery solved. Let's go back to having some ice cream.
Ice cream. Oh, you guys been to the ice cream shop?
Aye,
Everyone knows about that.
we live next
That's
to
right.
Windsor Winter. It's grand.
It's amazing.
That's amazing.
A new bar just opened up across from there.
But you know, while we're on the topic, I think my friend here might benefit if y'all could share the secrets of gazer domestication because he seems to really want one.
They kind of come to you unless you're a powerful spellcaster. Then you can try to force one to work for you. But typically, if they think you're cool and strong and that they can benefit from you, they'll come to you.
Ah, well, that's you out, Patience.
I have an important question though.
Mm-hmm.
What does their dog look like?
The dog, it's probably like a bull or Jack Russell kind of terrier.
Oh my god, I love it so
It's
much.
that proto terrier before it kind of broke off.
Mm.
While you guys are talking, Patience is just like squatting down. And he's like, "Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?" And he's like rubbing his face and everything.
And the dog's just like,
Oh, the dog. Okay, I was like, oh, I thought he was still doing it to the dead gazer.
I did too for a second.
the dog does the thing where it just kind of does that pose.
Just
It's just like,
They
yes.
scratch me.
He gives him plenty of scratches.
Ben is like tempted to do the same, but is trying to resist.
Patience, roll investigation.
Uh-oh. I'm good at that.
Turns out the dog is also working for the Harpers.
Why am I rolling high for things I'm not proficient in? Why? Oh, no, wait, never mind. I am proficient in it. What the hell? 17?
You find the spot, so the leg starts doing
Ah!
Oh my god, that's adorable.
It's a little less awesome considering it's a sewer, so every time it does, it kind of splashes some sewer water.
Ugh.
But
Oh.
you still found the spot.
Y'all are working my prestidigitation full time today.
I like to think it likes rolling around down here.
Oh.
Probably.
Yeah, it's a terrier. Yeah, of course. It
As
does.
somebody who has a dog that literally fucking rolled in urinal cakes, yes. Yes, they would.
How did that even happen? How did it have the occasion to find urinal cakes to roll in?
Porta pot had been knocked over, so the stuff had speared out.
Oh no.
And he's like, hey, here's this neon blue stuff in the grass. I'm gonna roll all in it.
He was blue for like 3 days.
Oh,
dyed
do you
himself
have
blue.
pictures? You have pictures. You have pictures of Blue Terry.
I don't think I did.
Oh
I
my
just got
God!
I was mad at him. I had to drive home in the car with him being blue and covered in urinal cakes.
But that's
He's a
great
funny
blackmail material for later.
So he doesn't like sit on his seat. No, he sits on your lap, rubbing all up against you or
Mhm.
trying.
Mm-hmm. Teresa does that on me when we're in the car. He likes to perch up on my lap and like lean against my chest when he's not sticking his nose in the wind.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey
okay.
there, blue boy.
Okay, I guess we should go back up then. I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
To make it up, you've been in the sewers for a couple hours.
Well, we made 50 gold out of it.
Invite them for leftover high harvest tide food.
Oh yeah.
Very cool. Leftover sandwiches are the best.
I was going to say they
It's
seem
always the best.
strangely at peace with us destroying their pet.
I feel like it's less of a pet and more of like
It's like The Walking
making
Dead.
their job easier.
It's like The Walking Dead where that one chick had the 2 zombies with like their jaws removed or whatever.
Oh.
She used them as like bodyguards. So like when a horde would come in, they would block the way. They were tools, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really think they look at him the way they look at the dog.
No.
So I wanted to ask you, Kev, the Thieves Guild. Is this a Thieves Guild in the sense of they just thieves that banded together, or is it a Discworld kind of Thieves Guild that actually has organization and rights?
It's the Xanathar's Guild is a powerful Thieves Guild. It's not legal, or there is no legal Thieves Guild, so it has no authority or anything like that. It's not like the Dung Sweepers Guild. It's just called a guild. It's a but they are organized within themselves. So It's not a bunch of random people. They got a pretty strong
Yeah,
hierarchy.
Not every pickpocket in Waterdeep is working for them.
You mentioned the Discworld Thieves Guild, and I thought this would just be the most amazing thing if Waterdeep had like a series of receipts for muggings.
I 100% believe they would. There is probably definitely a gang that deals with just muggings.
No, that's what I'm saying is like what Alexis was referring to is like in the Discworld, the Thieves Guild is like a legally recognized guild of the city, and you can subscribe for a year to like a certain socially acceptable quote amount of crime to happen to you.
Yeah,
so,
you're paying so that it doesn't happen to you more than acceptable.
Right, exactly. So you're basically getting like crime insurance of a sort. But once you're paid up and once you've taken your deductible, as it were, like you can just show the muggers like, okay, I'm full up for the year. You can leave me alone now.
That's
Baltimore needs that.
That's an interesting concept.
Discworld is amazing, and I would love to run a 5e style game in that setting. It's just so bonkers, just balls to the wall, strange. And fun.
Or just run the GURPS game.
I don't want to have to
never
run the whole
made it.
system.
Oops, sorry.
You for that.
Somebody ate their beans for breakfast.
In any case, Violet is interested in pursuing the Xanathar Guild. Well, obviously, they're very organized, so she doesn't really believe the five of us can just like take it, but yeah.
Not just jumping in like that.
Won't know till we try. Wee! And he's ready to skull for it.
No, stop patient. And
he's so dead.
He comes back and he looks like a Fallout Raider, and he's like, "Man, that place was fun."
Or he's just like, "I have no idea how the fuck to get into that place." Just like, "Hey, you're back. Did you decide against it?" "No, I have no idea where I'm going."
Yeah, we got to wait to maybe next Saturday or next Sunday before Skullport maybe opens, depending if it's in the new book.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
it comes out next Friday or Saturday.
In stores, not online. That's like a week later.
In specified game stores.
Yeah.
So we'll see if ours gets it or not.
Hopefully.
Anyway.
So we head back.
Yeah.
We head back home, and do we do anything else the last few days before we open, or are we can just go to?
There's only one thing. There's two things between now and open time. One, Violet wants to meet her sister, and two, a holiday.
Oh, hella. Holidays are the best.
Nice little holiday. So, the next day, Violet goes to meet her sister.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to your sister's house, and she's like, "Hey, Violet, I got your message."
Yeah?
Yeah, and thanks for the heads up. Now I can keep an eye on things.
I gotta say, Violet, your sister's house sounds like the sewers.
Oh, sorry. Let me change that to something more appropriate.
Sister just has a random bubbling cauldron.
Yeah.
Preparing some geyser dinner.
Oh, God. Ugh.
This might be better right here. Ooh, I'm going to test out some. It's not what you hear. Nothing?
Holy crap! What was that supposed to be?
It says
a
door note.
Well, dragon attack. Jesus
I know.
Christ.
I was expecting like, but it's not like, what the fuck?
I was like, the house is falling down.
Okay. It's a new soundtrack I haven't used before.
Sirenscape for all your dramatic draconic entrance needs.
I was just trying to see what that was. I was like, oh, that's nothing. So
Kevin should remember that for Friday night then.
There's like sweet singing songbirds and then that shit.
Fun.
So you're talking to her, and she's, like I said, very appreciative that you brought it up because she did not know that there was a conspiracy to take over.
A cousin being a dick.
Yeah.
Aren't you gonna ask like they had something in their some dark backstory that you didn't know about?
Not backstory, but I am going to mention that throughout the town, I keep hearing rumors about a possible power struggle in House Talmos. And to be fair, it's not really my place to have a stake in this, but I do not want our house to fall into some weird inner house civil war just over some power.
Yeah, shouldn't have too much of a problem with that. Now that I know. And this has been spreading over the city?
Yeah, that's what confused me, because at first I heard it from our cousin, but later I've started hearing it across town as well a couple of days later. So I don't know if someone's maybe spreading rumors or if there's something going on behind someone's back. I don't know.
Yeah, she stopped just like, are you sure they were rumors about just a power struggle, right?
Specifically that, like, something might be happening, something bad
Good.
to the house.
That should be the only kind of rumor out there. Yes.
Besides that, no, nothing else.
Good. Well, I will have a strong conversation with cousin.
What's his nuts?
Did I write it down? That's the question.
I wrote it down, but I don't think I have my journal down here.
Yes.
Not his name. Oh, cousin Dolsinger. That was his name.
Dawson. Yeah, I will have a conversation with Dawson.
Is Palin gonna be alright? And you?
Oh, yeah. We're fine. Nothing too bad happening.
How was
Been out of the
your
city for a while.
hunting trip and all that?
Oh, good. We got more than adequate amount of supplies of furs and wool, so make us through the winter. Also supplying stock to the various mercers and clothes makers.
Mhm.
We also shored up our holdings outside the city. Make sure that no raiding bands of orcs and goblins and all those.
I'm glad that business is going well. You might have noticed that
Oh shit! Sorry. This is going down.
Yeah, somebody put in the Zoom chat, the birds are a little loud, and Sirenscape is just like, oh, you want it louder,
No.
right?
that was like the maids passing the room.
Yeah, they had bird song maxed out on this.
Weird.
Okay, let me just slight adjustment. Sorry, folks. Still getting used to this. Yes, Terry. Still getting used to it. Like I said, the interface is a little annoying, but
Excuse you.
how's that? People hearing it? Okay.
Yeah, the dog's pretty good.
Okay.
He's mad because I'm not giving him any more apples with peanut butter.
I would be mad too.
You feed him apples with peanut butter?
Every now and then when I have it, yeah.
So, sister thanks you. She congratulates you on the start of the new inn restaurant business.
Yeah, I'll mention that.
Like the two things that it's not. Not an inn, sort of a restaurant.
Yeah, it's a pub.
I'll mention that I have, basically purchased goods from the family to decorate the place. At a discount probably. And maybe if you want, you could. I know you're busy, but if you have a time sometime, you could come down and see what we did from the place. It's going to be renovated by tomorrow.
Good. I will probably visit sometime in the winter when things are slower around here.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. If you need anything, I'm now down the street basically. I kind of spend more time at the establishment than at home at the moment. Organizing everything.
Well, this has been pleasant.
And she'll leave. Besides other small talk, that's not really involving.
All right.
Yeah, so during the fast forward, I think we put into the chat some of what our characters are doing over the next couple of days.
Patience isn't going to actually get one. He's just looking at puppies. You don't have
I'm
to
just
narrate
annoyed that I didn't learn anything. Like, there's some shit going on, but, Violet is like, whatever. It's not my thing.
Oh, they rearranged things. Come on, you bastards. They updated the sound app, so some of the stuff is a bit off now.
So were you looking at dogs, Patience?
He probably just like, oh, puppies. He doesn't like buy them or anything. It's just what he's doing on the spare time, just some fluff.
Dogs vary in price from a couple shards up to several hundred dragons, depending on
Breed.
make and model.
What about the breed that the dung sweepers use?
That specific breed is exclusive to the dung sweepers.
No.
They breed it specifically to be able to hunt in the sewers without overwhelming sense of smell and everything.
Oh, okay.
They've been breeding it for a couple hundred years now, or about a century, with some magic help. Now you can get something similar, but it doesn't have the extra junk in the nose.
No, in that case, we might go for a bigger dog so that it doesn't look like a rat to Violet.
Yeah, I think like a nice mastiff might be good.
Yeah, looking around, something that likes to cuddle, but will also rip your face off if directed to do so.
Yes,
that's a mastiff.
Sounds good.
There's
like those greyhounds that think they're people and don't realize they're not lap dogs.
Oh yeah.
Could also use a summer yet. Those are big and fluffy.
Oh my god, they're so cute.
Or Bernie's mountain dogs. Those are fun.
There's also specific breeds that you know of. They're expensive, but there is a dwarven dog. It's not as big, but it's very stock and very sturdy. It doesn't have hair on most of its body, except for its belly and a little bit around the chin.
Is it shaved that way? Or
No, it just grows that way.
It's so hideous. I love it so much.
It's not like a Chinese crescent, is it?
Yes, it's like those. It's so ugly that it's cute. Are you fucking kidding me? Is that actually a thing?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to remember what book it's in.
I think if we're going to have small, dwarf-inspired dogs, let's have a corgi.
Yes, the cheering in the background is us realizing there is an actual dwarven dog.
Do you remember
You
what it
mean
was
a
called?
Dwargy?
A dwargy? Yes.
Is it just called a dwarven dog, or?
I like Dwargy. I think we should go with that. Can we give him a little
two
hat and beard?
names, but I don't remember what name it is to look it up. I
I've
know
got
it
Dwarven
exists.
Warhound here.
Dwarven Wardrog from Elder Scrolls. That's not what we're looking for.
Dwarf riding dogs? That's kind of funny.
I mean, if you put a dwarf on a Samoyed, I think that'll be size.
That'd be a big dog.
It looks like Corgi actually does mean dwarf dog.
No.
Well,
Dogs of the realms. Oh my god.
Yeah, technically though, in 5e, a dwarf cannot ride a dog because we're not small size.
Yeah,
We're the very small end of medium.
even then, they're heavy enough. I'd be like, that'd have to be a big dog to be able to carry you and run around.
Yeah, Corgi already is dwargy, but it's just Corgi. It's Welsh.
We'd have to get like a dire dog. Oh my god, dire corgi.
Wouldn't that
There's
be a wolf?
also elven dogs, but those things are super rare and expensive.
Can we ask the Blackstaff to open a gate to another dimension and get one of those laser pups?
No.
well, for dwarf dog, wow.
Says
Okay.
nope. He just shot that right
Actually,
down.
I'm surprised Tomb of Annihilation didn't have this one. There are dogs native to Chult that the Yanti have bred. They're snake dogs.
Snake
What do they
dog.
even look like?
I have no idea what they look like, but there's 3rd edition stats for them.
Oh my god.
Now I'm curious if that's like just snakes with fur or like dogs
Scale
with
dogs?
scales, or what?
I think it'd be dogs with
like-
the scales, and its tail would be longer and snake-like.
I
With
was
snake
imagining like
fangs.
dogs with snakes as tails.
Oh,
Because
like
like
a
you want
chimera.
are weird. They make their bodies into all kinds of weird kind of crazy shit. So no reason that they wouldn't fuck with the genetic makeup of dogs.
I'm just imagining something really lean, like a whippet, and probably it's got fangs.
Oh, it probably has venom too. God, that's awesome.
So it's probably
Okay.
really scaly, and it's got like the heat pits instead of a snoot.
Mm.
Probably not much for ears.
Can you imagine that kind of dog with like a snake tongue licking your face?
Oh, oh,
Actually, a little bit. Probably really tickles.
it's like that weird uncanny valley bit of like almost cute but mostly terrifying.
Mm.
Because
If,
like
I
there are
want
certain
it.
snakes where it's like that's kind of cute.
if you can't find the dwarven dog, it's fine. I just was saying that's what he's doing for filler. We don't really
Yeah.
need to.
Yeah, so
Everyone's like, yay, finally, let's move along.
as the next day, you start hearing this, and you start hearing the drums on the day after. For you are woken up to Day of Wonders.
Oh yeah. Then I
Day of
remembers what
Wonders
day it is, and
It's a holiday that the Church of Gond celebrates, where all the inventions that they've created for a year are on display and are paraded around the city for people to look at.
The book has
This
a
includes
picture.
Hanuman's,
for those unaware,
Gond is the
Gond,
god of creation and invention, technology, smithing to an
work.
extent.
So, are these like gizmos?
Here's a picture for you. See how
I have
they're all
a-
clockwork and stuff?
Oh.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I like those people.
And then there's a shield guardian, and it's like giving a flower to a child, but the child's scared because it's a large-sized construct. Giving it a
Okay,
flower.
so I have a little footnote on my calendar for what this is. The imaginative inventions of the Gondar are revealed and paraded through the city today. They range from crafts as humble as new cabinet hinges to massive mechanical constructs that walk and roll about. Failure is the paramour of an invention, though, meaning it's rare when there isn't some notable disruption of the celebration.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Then it's like, okay, so I didn't actually see it, but I heard that a couple years ago, somebody made like a flying chair and it went up and the guy was flying, but he didn't know how to come down.
Fun.
so the Griffin Riders had to go find him and save him.
I heard of one where there's an iron golem, and all it said was, "Ay, ay, ay, ay."
You do see several like robotic swashbuckling like machines just running around, and as they run by you, about 12 seconds later you see some gnomes running like, damn it.
Yeah, no, fuck this noise. Then is getting a plate of food and a beer, and I'm gonna climb out the window onto the turret and just sit up there and watch.
So
I'm gonna chase with the gnomes then.
So these are on this. This is more like a display, not a market. These things are not for sale.
Not
I think it's more like a parade.
yes, parade / display. Some things could potentially be on sale, but this is more like
A D&D's
You know,
car
when-
show.
yeah,
Kind of,
car
yeah.
show. So
They do probably have like a bunch of little tinker sort of stuff out at the marketplace, though.
They look like
But,
this,
like,
right?
The main event is the.
the one that's running
Oh,
here.
cool.
That's the swashbuckler one?
God.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh
I
my
love these.
god, that's amazing.
So you're a bit faster than him. So you see, well, most of you don't see it unless you follow Patience, because he's just like, I got it.
I have a pretty good view. I'm on the 3rd floor.
Now, Patience is like a dog that just saw a squirrel, doesn't give you any sign, just bolts. Just
Yeah, no,
So,
I'm used to that.
Patience,
Whatever.
after a few moments, you basically help them tackle it down, and they pull out a device, and they're just like,
He just takes
That's
it.
it's good. Thanks, man.
I'm just imagining they all pile on, except it's a giant construct with a pretty decent strength, so he just gets up and runs with a bunch of gnomes holding onto his back.
It just turns into Space Jam, where it's just like a bunch of people piled on him, and somehow he's still moving.
Yeah.
So, if you guys are just enjoying just a few things you see this day, you see a tiefling with a purple hat. She's got a magic broom, but it looks like it has some extra machinery on it. And this gnome's like, all right, so magic brooms, good, but magic brooms with engines, better. You go faster. And because the engines don't have to maintain lift because the magic, better. And the witch is like, okay. Gets on it.
Gets on. Boom.
And they turn it on and the engines just like start flickering and you see fire and it catches the broom on fire. And she's like, my broom! And he's like, oh, not again.
I fully expected the broom to take off and her to just fall off into the street.
I was hoping the broom was just gonna like straight into a wall.
That's
Too
what,
fast.
Honestly, I was imagining it just like blasting off and like doing like little smoky curls as it the horizon.
I was just imagining her to get on it, and it starts up, and everything's fine. She's like, "Oh, this actually isn't that bad," and it like cuts off the sentence, and it just goes to the scene where you get like the Halloween decoration of the tree, where it's like a wizard or a witch smashed into the tree.
Okay, no, fuck this noise. Whoever wants to join me on the roof, I'm pulling out a bag of nibs, and we're betting on how all these things are going to go terrible.
I'm with you with like I
I'm in.
don't know, beer.
I'm in.
Are there any options for Patience to be an idiot and be like, "Oh yeah, I'll try that," when somebody's like, "Oh, my invention's super cool."
Every
A
invention is not
jetpack.
to be an idiot. Yes.
Yeah, this guy's like, I invented the turbo spoon.
What?
Basically, you hold it, press this button, and it will go down in an arc, grab the food, and bring it to your mouth in a rotation, so you don't have to move your arm.
Okay, cool.
Well, Patience loses his tongue.
I was just
hope
thinking,
it's just a tongue.
I was thinking it's gonna blunder my it's gonna go like this, and the food's just gonna go.
Or it just turns into
Well-
like a whisk.
And both disappointed and not disappointed. It works perfectly. It's just like,
Oh. I guess we all lost that bet. Damn.
That crowd was perfect.
the human priest is like, yes, it worked this time. Last year, woo,
Not so much.
We don't talk about last year.
last year, guy lost 2 teeth.
Is there a big clockwork T-Rex that is used in races?
No, they don't have T-Rexes. The design's too Cholton.
Okay.
Oh my god, do they have the like mechanical elephants? I did-
Those
yes.
are common. They're not those aren't new
Cholton.
inventions. They're ones they have every year because people are just like, oh.
What you gonna say, mechanical elves?
Pay like a couple of nibs to take a ride on it.
The Construct Elephants are the equivalent of a band that has like the one song everybody really likes, and it's from their first album, and they're like, "We just want to play our new stuff, please."
Yeah.
This
No,
one guy
bring the elephant out.
This guy comes up with a mechanical horse. He slaps. He's like, This bad boy can hold 30 Trojans.
30 Trojans. Wow.
Can go right up in there.
Patience jumps up on the horse if he lets him.
He's like, normally you go inside, but go for it.
Oh my god.
See, you go inside, he shows you, it's like, there's these pulleys, and it walks. And you can just hopefully walk inside the
Okay.
mechanical.
He's gonna try to do a little trot.
Roll,
Is this just intelligence?
Land vehicles,
Yeah.
bitch.
straight
Ooh.
intelligence.
Oh, is it land vehicle?
Yes, land
It
vehicles.
technically is a land vehicle.
I piloted just fine. I have proficiency. Yeah.
The only
With 18
time that
on the
ever comes
dice.
into use.
With 18 on the dice, definitely.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I even do like side trots and stuff, you know. Like,
He just gets into dancing.
Patience putting on a show tonight.
no, have you seen like horse shows? Like they do like side trots and
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
So overall, it's a day of wonders.
After the parade, then is gonna make our way down to the market, see if I can what kind of little trinkets and tinker toys and stuff they have.
You walking around, you see a Aura's Emporium booth. You see several people with wind-up figurines. Some guys selling brand new doorknobs. They're fancier and it's more secure than your average doorknob.
Are they gilded doorknobs that are gilded with tiny gilded doorknobs?
No,
Sorry,
they're not
SpongeBob
that
joke.
How
knobbish.
much are the doorknobs? Because it occurs to me that we live above a bar right now, and drunk people try stupid shit.
Yeah, not doorknobs with locks would be a good investment.
Each set per door is a dragon.
Well, I mean,
I
we
mean,
did just sort of
money.
discover a harbor moon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how much are locks? They're in the PH. Let me look. I think they only have simple, they don't have complex.
yeah, fuck it. I'll pay a dragon and buy us a decent locking doorknob.
Simple lock will work for a drunk just trying to accidentally go in your bathroom to go pee.
Could we just get one for like the door that goes upstairs?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Cat, I'll deduct it from the group money then. Better.
locks are 10 gold.
It's not a full lock, it's the knob.
Okay, I'm just saying if you guys wanted locks on the
It's
doors.
And it's on sale because this day only happens once a year.
I like 99% sure no one in this group or the audience has experienced these. I used to work at a psychiatric hospital, and the doorknobs were unique, where you could not get an actual grip on them, and they had like grooves cut in where you basically had to kind of grab like this, but you couldn't get a good grip, and they didn't turn. So you basically unlocked and had to like do this weird finger grip to pull them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of like what they are.
Oh god, it's the drunkard's bane. I'm never gonna be able to open the fucking door.
They're designed to be obnoxious, so people who are
You can always call out my name, and I'll open the door for you.
Bang on the wall.
How many of those are we gonna get? Are we gonna get like one for each bedroom upstairs?
No, I think we're just getting one to go up, like the door upstairs.
Should we get
Yeah.
while we're in the invention stuff and they're probably selling locks and all that? Should we get some like for the front door at least? I'm pretty sure the front door
That actually might be smart.
might need one. Maybe the back.
Did you say that's 10 gold?
Yeah, they're 10 gold each. I was looking at the map of our place, and you can't get upstairs without going on the stairs on the outside of the building in the back. But
Yeah.
maybe a lock up on that door too.
If we want, we got 20 gold in the stash. I can deduct that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
now. Do you want just basic, or do you want fancy stuff that they sell potentially?
It's DC 15 to pick the standard ones.
Right.
What do the fancy ones do?
Well, glad
Are they
you're
like
asked.
trapped or
Someone can be.
nice?
Yeah, there's one that if you essentially try to, like, it's the same DC, but if you fail lockpicking, it has a little glass tubes inside that break, which basically forces the lock in and prevents anything from unlocking.
How do you do that? How do you fix it after that, though?
Hooray! I love locks too.
The guy's like, well, that's an issue. Typically, you need
you call a locksmith.
That's the second service we offer.
Yeah, that's it. Of course, they're selling locks that only they can reset. Of course.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's one kind. There's another one that it's only about 5 shards more, but when you get in, you essentially have this plate that you attach that prevents lockpicks from going into the tumblers.
Okay.
So essentially, you can't lockpick something you can't put stuff
Sure.
in.
That might be nice, yeah.
They have poison darts, regular darts.
Yeah.
There's one that's a little expensive at 100 dragons, which essentially it's a typical dungeon trap. You screw up and just like an axe comes down, axing the person.
Nice.
Might be a bit violent for an inn.
Might be a
but,
bit excessive.
nothing
Yeah.
excessive.
Any just little trinket sort of things? I sent a couple of links to the Zoom chat of tables of random shit.
Yeah, there's
It is illegal to murder a citizen with justification, so I think that trap probably wouldn't be advised.
Well, there's poison that murders you, but then there's poison that poisons you.
I think you're talking about the axe.
Oh yeah, no, the axe might be actually be illegal.
Burglary is 3 months and
Right at your own risk.
3 months and up to 500 gold fees, while murder with justification is 5 years or hard labor up to 3 years and up to 1,000 gold.
Technically, you're not murdering them. They are murdering themselves.
I mean,
Couldn't it be like paralyzing darts instead? Maybe, please.
Oh, the dark one is you feel the poison yourself.
All
Is
right.
there
We
is
don't
there a
sell poison.
clockwork
That's
lockpick gun?
apothecary guild.
Is there like a clockwork lockpick gun, like a wind-up tool that like has one of those rakes and like the tensioner on it?
You see one for about 2,000 dragons.
oh boy!
What about a clockwork dog?
Oh my
One
God,
knows about-
yes.
There's one
I
that
don't,
a guy made.
I don't think we can afford it, but still.
Now, he says he will part with it for 250,000 dragons.
That sounds about right. So yeah.
And here I thought 5,000. Okay.
Yeah, for like a moment, Dan is like,
I want to know: are there any lava lamps?
Not at the Day of Wonders. Those would be a customized magic item.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the thing. Most of the stuff here, 99%, is purely technological.
we should
Not
get like a
magic-based.
cool like grandfather clock for the tavern.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I kind of really want a service automaton, but I presume they're expensive as hell.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Could I maybe down pay one of those?
I mean, we could just start casting Unseen Servant.
Yeah, but it's not as cool.
No,
Yeah.
I specifically want the clockwork.
Well,
Okay.
weren't we going with a ghost theme? Would it make sense we have unseen servants?
I think she's going with the idea that the clockwork servant it shows off that we have a lot of money.
I just like.
Is this conspicuous consumption here, Violet?
Okay, I just appreciate the craft that goes into these. Okay.
Do you have anything like gloves or shoes with like little grippy spike things that makes climbing easier? I climbed up onto the roof of the house today to watch the parade, and it occurred to me while I was up on the way up that slipping would have sucked.
I believe there's a kit for that.
Yeah, it's pythons, crampons, the usual.
Well, I was
I mean-
hoping for something that doesn't damage the roof quite as much.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Unless it's made of metal, we got nothing.
Well, I was thinking something with like little hooks.
Yeah, I mean, just standard climbing stuff,
Yeah, okay.
unfortunately. But that's we can try to design something for next year.
Yeah.
Next year.
Next year.
Patience
No one's
is in the
alive
back-
anymore.
Patience is in the background in the clockwork horse, just doing trotting and all that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so after the day of
Some from older editions, a wheel with feet around it that simulates the sound of walking. These are great. I love them.
All right, so day of wonder wanders by, and fast forwarding some.
Did we get a grandfather clock at least?
Oh yeah, we forgot that one.
Yeah, so grandfather clock be like 20 dragons for a basic, no frills.
That's not that bad. Do we have that in a group fund?
We have 11 in the group fund, but
I can pitch in some.
like, I mean, this is decoration. I'd prefer if it had frills.
Let's
Wait,
see.
wait,
what
how much
our
was the
guy
clock?
has for
Ooh.
books.
I think it was 50 gold, was it?
50 from the harp thing, yeah.
Of course, he's never going to actually let you see it, but the dog's actually throwing his mouse toy up in the air and catching it and running around.
As long as the toy isn't flying for your camera again.
Oh, okay, now he switched to the other one.
Terry,
Yeah.
we're watching you.
From your camera's perspective, when you threw that, it went like right over the camera, so it looked like the camera launched that toy.
Yeah, it looked wild.
I have to see that in post.
Grandfather clocks aren't going to be in here.
Nope.
They don't have clocks in realms until recently.
Oh shit!
That's why they don't have precise times
Oh,
a day.
water clocks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
water clocks and sundials.
Yay for sundials!
Yeah,
Yes,
we have clocks now.
Praise Lathander!
So 50 gold probably gets you this kind of clock because they're that rare.
I mean, it could be just a little one that we put up on the shelf.
That alone is like, holy crap! What is that? Oh, fancy.
Yeah.
See, the people agree. Oh.
Stone shard. Okay. All right. So you go. Fast forward some. They said 50 gold for a clock. As I said that earlier.
Do we want to get the minor one? I can put in 10 gold for it.
Are we gonna sell the item we found?
The Harbor Moon.
Why don't you just use the Harbor Moon?
Oh yeah, because the Harbor Moon is worth 50 gold.
Boom. Done.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
it's just a regular coin. Yeah.
Just put that on the table all confident, like, bam!
God damn it! Then he's gonna try and upsell us and be like, "No, that's all we have."
That's like putting a $100 bill on the table. You know, just
Yeah.
there you go.
We have special cleaning services.
Oh,
Oh, for the clock.
Yes.
Oh, if we need it later, we can come back for that.
you say that, and he just like goes behind a counter and just puts like has like a dust-o-matic, and it puts a bunch of dust in the clock and closes it. Here you go.
Yeah.
And then on the 5th, which is 2 days away, all the work on the tavern is done. You
Hella,
are
hella.
grand opening. People generally have fun. Whatever you planned on doing for your grand opening, probably similar to your block party.
Yeah, a little.
I would like to ask Rogh and Patience if we are going to put on some kind of special show.
Oh, for sure. I'm going to be outside drumming up business. I'll be playing and trying to bring in business.
Oh,
Yeah.
it sounds like it's working.
I will roll for all the profits you make after every 10 days because it's just
That makes
easier
sense.
math.
Yeah.
But I will add some extra the first day for your basically
Opening.
performance check.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Do we all do it?
You can aid whoever you want. Give them a roll with advantage.
Okay, I helped our bard then.
Okay.
I will help if somebody's gonna dance. Because I took performance. I got performance as a skill now.
So I got a 24.
God damn.
Tasty.
I will write that down. So
And you said, Fana, you'll assist.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go and do a little bit of...
Are you guys gonna do like some ballroom dancing? Is that the assist?
No, I think this is going to be more of a jig and reel kind of day.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't really know that Violet and I can dance together, considering she's literally a full 3 feet taller than me.
Do you guys have like a break dance off? You know, because
Yeah,
you got the
kind of
drunken monk
dance
stuff, so you
where
can like.
there's no holding, I guess.
Yeah.
Since you're a drunken master, you can like fall on your back and then just like
it's
flip
just like
yourself
teaching
back up.
your child to dance. You know, you hold down.
Oh, thanks.
And you're
No,
just like,
I'm not doing
"Yo."
that. That's the meaning to Fana now. I rolled a 14 total.
Was that with the advantage?
Yeah, sadly.
Ah, bummer.
All right.
Oh, well. I don't have any
Then-
more.
After that, good opening. People come, eat, entertained. Very. On the 7th is this holiday of Stone Shard, which is actually not a very festive holiday from looks of it.
I can read it.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
like Columbus
Before we
Day.
go into that, though, like how
How did our first
good
day
was
go?
the visitation? Like, are we getting customers in?
Yeah, you're getting customers. Pretty regular business right now because people wanted a pub not in, but a place to hang out, drink. So you're getting regular customers. The first day was pretty big. Not quite as big as the block party, but
Well, the
Probably
block
because
party,
people-
everything was free.
Yeah.
that and no one was working really.
That's true, yeah.
But looks like you're going to have a pretty steady business here, hopefully.
Nice.
It's working out for now, all right?
Oh, yeah.
If I see Volo, I'm gonna ask him to sign my book.
400 per dragon.
What?
Ah, nice. That's okay. Next time we see him. But Stone Shard is the
Looks
Wait.
like we have to stay productive and move all day. I mean, Patience
Yeah.
is going to struggle with this one. I don't know how he's going to be able to handle
So
it.
All Faith's Day, during which folks strive not to be idle, even children at play are encouraged to dig holes or build sandcastles. Waterdavians consider this the best day of the year to begin construction of a new building. Folk who undertake new projects on Stone Shard can expect blessings upon their work in the coming year, whereas individuals who do nothing constructive on this day can expect all manner of misfortune to rain down on them in the year ahead.
Does this seem like a good time to start working on that horse shed?
Yes.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. It probably will be, according to lore and your beliefs, a very blessed horse shit.
Yeah.
How much? Oh, wait. Okay, so carpenter's tools. Let's see how much those are. I'm not proficient in it, but you can still roll an intelligence check to start, I guess. I just need
You
the
could-
tools.
You can rent carpenter tools from Tally at half price for a day.
I don't think we can do the shed a day.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I
If you
mean-
just need them for a day.
Yeah, we could just like
It's
hire.
tough.
How
Patience-
big is the shed, though? I mean, like, honestly, I've seen Amish
Patience-
barn in an
Patience,
afternoon.
Patience spends the whole 8 gold on carpenter's tools.
Okay, sure. Sure, okay.
I
I'm used to penny pinching adventurers, okay, so
I can help make the nails. I don't have carpenter's
Please.
tools. I have so many other proficiencies with tools, but not that one.
Please assist, because I'm not proficient.
I
Now,
will attempt to
those are
help you.
carpenter tools. How about carpenter pieces of wood?
Oh,
we
yeah,
still
we
have
need
some
supplies as
funds
well.
if you need for materials.
How much would that cost?
Depends on what kind of horse shed you want.
That's
The shed.
Let's see.
I believe it would be like a kind of like where were we going with it? Like for like 2 horses or something?
Yeah,
Like size for
these are
2
garage
horses? A
Yeah.
2-horse garage?
Yeah.
I would hope for something a little covered, but we do what we can.
For the basics, nothing
Hooray.
high frills at first, which, again, as with your inn, you start with the basics.
Yeah, I mean, all we have to do is lay the foundation
Enough
today.
wood will be about 25 dragon.
Oh, yeah.
And that will
I
get
can
you
help with that if
what
we
you
need, considering it's partially for Spud, my horse.
I'll put 10
Um,
down for that. Unless we can go with the group fees for that, I'm not sure.
Okay, so group funds left are 11, so I can drop those 11, and you can add. That's you need 14 more.
I'll do 7. You do 7, patience.
Sure. And he's got like 3 nails in his mouth, and he's got a hammer and another nail, and he's getting to work. And then he realizes, oh wait, I need another board to nail this one too.
I'm gonna go ahead and assist, just handing off things to people. I don't have any proficiency.
Hey, where did we end up hanging up the skull? Was it the entrance or the fireplace?
I think it was over the fireplace.
Yeah.
All right. I think Violet is gonna like decorate the fireplace, make the whole bar look as good as possible.
With advantage on this horse stable.
Oh my god, I just imagined with the troll skull, like decorating it like Christmas with like
A scarf.
with like a scarf.
No, put
Oh,
candles
Like
candles on it.
wreaths on the horns.
Candles.
Wait, do trolls have horns?
Put like candles in the eyes. I think
No, they don't.
Tusks?
They don't?
Some have tusks.
I thought the
They
troll
have
had
tusks.
some kind of horn.
Nope. They have
Okay.
dreads, from what I've seen.
Oh, okay. Rude.
But with advantage on the intelligence check to construct this stable, I don't know how long it'll take us, but I got 19.
Tasty.
Nice. You
It
keep rolling really well for. Can you not?
would take it maybe 3 days, a little less if you had more help.
Zebediah
Like I
just
said, all we gotta do is start it.
Zebediah just sneezes and Chilton's like, someone's starting a construction job without me, huh?
And then as you construct that, it gets finished on a day that's special for 2 reasons. One,
Hooray!
wait to hear what it was. First, it's profit day, where I tell you your profit for the week.
Yeah.
And 2, as you wake up to the day that this campaign is named after, it is the reign of Misrule.
Ooh.
And you wake up to a white-haired tiefling with antlers, basically screaming at their top of their lungs for everyone to wake up for the greatest holiday in the world. So let me tell you how much profit.
I just imagine that we woke that like I know that it's like he's probably standing on the street, but I'm just imagining waking up to see this guy standing over our bed yelling his head off.
Right? That's exactly what I thought. I'm like, he's sleeping in bed, and like suddenly there's this white-headed tiefling like in his face, like, wake up!
You wake up and you wake up and your hand's already in a bucket of warm water.
I was imagining like the tiefling was in bed and it just eyes just shot open and it started screaming.
Like the kid on Christmas morning, like, oh, it's Christmas.
I think I probably, if it had been the second scenario where like he was standing over us in the bed, I would have like thunder waved his ass out of the room.
What did we buy the lock for? How did you come in?
We didn't-
bless this
Could have got the arcane lock.
It was to our misfortune that it broke conveniently on this day.
All right, so as we start to end the session, the profit. Okay, when I say profit, this means the inn covers all of its expenses, paying for the workers, because you have more than just Ina, you guys, and Leaf, because you can't be there 24/7.
Yeah.
We actually hired bar staff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Some
it
bar
covers
staff.
their fees, upkeep, more supplies of meat and drink, basically everything you need to cover. With the bonus from the opening day, you made 100 dragons this 10 day.
Shit.
yeah.
All right.
25 to each of us, or do we want to refill the?
I think we should refill it because we don't have infinite beer and supplies. That money should go to the supplies, right?
Well, that's covered.
Well, that's covered.
The supplies account. This is like free
This
profit.
is extra.
This is our free
net
clear.
profit.
Yeah.
Net. There could be times where
Like we
you
got
do
the money
worse,
that
but-
we got all of what we need to budget out extra for spare stuff. We could just put that 100 in the group fund in case we need it for a later date.
How much was that private eyes drink again?
Like 1,000 something?
Was
A
it?
thousand
Oh,
gallons,
damn.
right?
Okay, never mind.
Maybe in a couple months.
I have an important question. We haven't interviewed our bar staff. Violet needs to interview the bar staff.
you look and you see Leaf and Ina like, oh, I thought you told us to do that for you. Sorry.
Wow.
I'm just imagining like these people trying to interview with a poltergeist.
Amazing.
How do you feel about ghosts? I like them.
They're
Good
good.
answer.
I'm pretty sure none of you have played the MMORPG RuneScape, but they had a big joke on that with a ghost, and if you didn't have emote ghost speak on, ghosts just go woo 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 woo.
Oh, I think what was the Moon Hunters does the same thing where there's like ghost characters, and if you don't have the ability to speak to ghosts, they're just like boo.
So, with that, we will just end this session. Next session will be Reigns of Misrule, possibly furthering the adventure some.
Possibly.
Possibly.
If we don't waste an entire day just pranking random people.
Interviewing employees once Violet realized that
They were hired without our input.
that a ghost and a squire or her servant hired them, which is why you guys are like, who the hell are these people? Yeah. So
Yeah.
and then after Misrule are 2-3 holidays or so, and our game should be beginning. The actual game should begin.
What?
Awesome.
Wow.
So next year?
That's insane.
That was the longest tutorial ever.
Yes, this tutorial level is all of this for those in the book. It's essentially them playing through chapter 2. 6 chapters.
There are 6 chapters.
I like to think you added a few things. Maybe.
Yeah,
Just maybe.
I added
yeah.
and just where you guys went. I'm not gonna railroad you yet.
Yeah.
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 Once you get to it, there's a certain section
yeah.
where it's kind of there's
Shit happens all at once.
hard to get off the rails without screwing up.
Yeah, there's no stops on this train now.
Yeah, so it's like do whatever you want. Little bit of a railroad. Do whatever you want. New book.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we will see how it goes next week
Any
on Reigns of Misrule.
announcements?
Yes, announcements, games coming up.
I have one. Today is Aya's birthday.
Happy
Yay.
birthday, Aya!
Happy birthday.
I am gonna try and find her Twitter. Yeah.
Just her name.
I'll get it for you. I'll put it in chat.
It's actually at.
Oh, yeah. And then obviously Retroverse Friday, and are we playing Cholt again next week? Finally, right?
We are finally back with Adventures in the Tranquil Sea next Saturday at 7.
I miss Dagger.
They just got done killing Ross Nissi and disbanding the rest of the Yanti and Schult.
Yeah.
Take that, Rice Nasty.
And I believe in Retroverse we were gonna go save a princess from a castle
Princess
Oh,
L'Oreal.
from the evil
Maleficent.
From Mal.
Yes,
From
the evil mage Maleficent, who is another one of Verm's siblings, which is going to be hilarious.
Yes, in Retroverse, we have to fight the 8 sub-bosses before we get the keys to unlock the main boss level.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's very video gamey themed if it's Retroverse.
I was gonna say is we've already fought the 1, so now we're down to just now we're down to 7, I think.
Yeah,
We already
however
fought it.
many there were. And then Reigns Misrule Sunday.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody in our audience remember daylight savings time
Yeah.
and didn't join us late or super early.
Jeanette was watching some of it, so.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Uh,
audience.
anything else? For anybody? For this upcoming week?
For this upcoming week.
Okay.
For me, it's the usual. And since we had an interlude with a Halloween episode, we're gonna finally start the next season of Numenera on Wednesday. So
nice.
can't wait to see what's gonna happen there. I'm playing a socially awkward person who like creates stuff, and hopefully at some point she's gonna have an army of robots.
Perfect.
Cool.
Yeah.
So if that's it, we will be seeing you next week.
Yeah. Ciao.
Bye, everybody.